Good morning, all. We started with Accounting Standard 11. Effects of changes in foreign exchange rates. We will first quickly revise with Yash. So, Yash, please come fast. So, AS11 is effects of changes in foreign exchange rates. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So, tell me, what is the introduction part of AS11?
Because it deals with we have to decide the foreign exchange rate to be used and effects of changes in the foreign exchange rates in the financial statements.
Okay. Can you tell me what is the applicability of this accounting standard?
Yes,
This accounting standard is divided in.
it is accounting standard. So it first its scope is divided into applicable and not applicable. So it is applicable for transactions in foreign exchange and forward exchange contracts and foreign operations.
So basically this standard is divided in three parts. One is, that is a part one we have completed partly, not fully. This is a transactions in foreign currencies. In that we have to understand what is the exchange rate that we are going to apply. It is on the transaction date on and settlement date. And meanwhile you have balance sheet date also. Okay, so after that we have part two. This is forward exchange contracts, but normally in study material we have this at the end, and after that you have foreign operations. So this standard is basically divided in three parts. We are not going to see what is the non-applicability of the standard. All students must study what is the foreign applicable, not applicable, non-applicability. So basically, beta, foreign exchange transactions, this currency transactions, these are the transactions which are denominated or and it requires settlement in foreign currency. So it's very easy. You will need it to, suppose if you are buying or selling transactions with US person, or you may borrow from foreign country or lend to foreign country, or any acquisition or disposal of assets is basically covered under this accounting standard and party to unperformed forward exchange contract. So basically a foreign currency transactions are called as which are denominated or require settlement. Remember this sentence, denominated and require settlement. Very good. But items are divided in.
It are divided in two parts: monetary items and non-monetary items. So monetary items are those which are expressed in a fixed determinable amount.
You please keep your mic at this.
Yes, so monetary items are those items which are expressed in fixed determinable amount, and non-monetary items are those which are not monetary items.
Okay. So beta, very good. So monetary item means which have a fixed determinable amount, and non-monetary items are basically which are other than monetary items. So we called it as other than monetary items. Very good. Okay. Next one. Your voice is not audible to them. I hope my voice is audible. Okay, my voice is audible. Your voice is not audible. Please keep it this mic like this. So non-monetary. I hope you understood it. What is the accounting treatment? In how many parts we have divided this?
We have divided it in three parts. So first part is initial recognition at transaction date. Then second is valuation on balance sheet date, and third is settlement date.
Okay. Yes, beta. Very good. So this accounting treatment, we have divided in three parts. One is initial recognition date. Second one is valuation on balance sheet date. And third one is valuation on settlement date. Very good, beta. So on transaction date, which rate you will apply?
We will apply spot rate.
Very good. And whether transaction date rate is same as balance sheet date rate?
No, it may change.
It may change. And where to transfer the difference?
In a foreign exchange difference account.
and it will get foreign exchange difference account. Very good, beta. And it will get transferred to
profit and loss account.
very good. It will get transferred to profit and loss account. Yes, beta. Now you are correct. So can you tell me, suppose if this is a buying transaction, what is the entry as on the transaction date? Assume $1, 50 rupees is a rate, 55 is on balance sheet date, and 60 rupees is on settlement date. So we will assume balance our settlement date is after balance sheet date. So first rate on transaction it is 50. You are buying transaction. Second one, it is on balance sheet date it is 55, and on settlement date it is rupees 60. Only $1 transaction. Can you tell me first entry of buying?
Yes, purchases account debit to creditors 50 rupees.
Very good. So purchases account, because it is expenses and it is your liability to pay, therefore creditors account will get into the picture. So here entry will be purchases account debit to creditors account at rupees 50. Very good, beta. So purchases account debit to creditors. What is the second entry that you are going to pass, and when?
We have to pass on balance sheet date. So entry is foreign exchange difference account debit to creditors and 5 rupees.
Whether it's a loss or profit?
It is a loss.
Very good, beta. 50 rupees come to 55 rupees means you have to pay extra, and it is 55 rupees. You can see here on transaction date, balance sheet date, and settlement date. But I mean, my example, it is 50, 55, and 60. So 5 rupees is loss because you have to pay more by rupees 5, and therefore entry will be foreign exchange loss account debit to creditors account. Now tell me whether creditors is a non-monetary or monetary.
It is monetary.
And where, at which rate it is multiplied by?
It is multiplied closing rate.
Very good. So it is a monetary item, and monetary item is always multiplied by closing rate. So closing rate will be 50 ka 55. Very good, beta. Then after that, can you tell me on settlement rate, what is the entry?
It will be creditors account debit, foreign exchange difference account debit to bank 60. Bank will be 60. So creditors account will be debited at 55, and foreign exchange difference account will be debited rupees 5.
Very good. So your creditors now, it is not showing 50, it is showing 55 because you have passed entry by rupees 5 extra on balance sheet date. So creditors balance will be 55. Foreign exchange loss account debit 5 to bank because you are settling it at rupees 60. So your total loss is rupees 10, and it is divided in two parts. Well, in last year it was 5, and in current year it is 5. Very good. Very good, beta. So all of you now clear with the transaction. What is the date of transaction? And it's very easy. Suppose if buying rate is increasing, in case of buying, it is your loss, and if it is decreasing, it is your profit. At the same time, if it is a sales and if rate is increasing, it is
profit.
And if it is rate is decreasing, it is
Loss.
Very good. Yes, बहुत अच्छे से आपको concept समझ में आया है. And other students, please tell me whether you are getting with the concept or not. So till now we have completed with foreign currency transactions. So first entry is on initial recognition date, that is a transaction date. After that, as you are aware, we have passed entry on balance sheet date, and lastly we have passed entry on settlement date. So tell me whether you are getting this or not. Some students are asking, Vijay Shankar, sir, what is the difference between integral and non-integral? Beta, we are going to cover this in today's session. Ashima is asking, sir, can you explain concept of depreciation? Yes, beta. I will explain it later if time permits. Shruti Omar is asking, sir, journal entry pass करने में थोड़ी problem आती है. बेटा श्रुति, जर्नल एंट्री ये जस्ट तुम्हारा फाउंडेशन का एंट्री है, परचेसेस टू क्रेडिटर्स और डेटर्स टू सेल्स, एंड डेफिनेटली बिफोर before starting any session, means our practical session like cash flow statement or chapters, I'm going to take one session of 45 minutes only on basic entries. So don't worry, journal entries we are going to see. I will definitely clear your foundation and your base of accounts, and then only I will start with entries part afterwards. First I have to, in this month our target is to complete accounting standard, and after that I'm going to start with basic entries and all other chapters. So don't worry, accounting standard has a weightage of 20 marks, and that we are going to cover it in the month of February. Next, happy morning to all of you once again. Bharat, Satish, Shweta Sagar, all regular students, Rohit, and now it's audible. Okay, Krishang, welcome beta, Mumbai se. Yes, now you are attending these live sessions regularly. Very good beta. Now in Maharashtra, you know, now we are at lockdown position. Janki is asking, we should record it as foreign exchange difference or foreign exchange loss. You can record, but name is not important, beta. Our transaction, their substance is important. What you want to call it as, it is foreign exchange difference, or you can call it as foreign exchange loss or foreign exchange profit. So beta, you are correct. Ledger name is not important. Prakash is saying, sir, yes, now all clear. We cleared the topic. Very good, beta. Rohit Kumar, he is asking, sir, purchases to creditor, foreign exchange reserve to creditor. Beta, it is not reserve, it is a loss. It is a loss. Okay, your video and audio get stuck because Radha, I think this is a problem from your side. And yes, today we are going to see what is the section number 46A. Shivani, wait for some time, and now we are starting with a very basic concept of 46A. This is the exception. So write down, this is a concept number. In concept number 4, you are just writing it. Very good. So write in that, yes, continue with the concept number 4 and write down. Now we have to see what is the exception for para 46A. Now we are going to see a very interesting concept, exception to para 46A. Till now, tell me where you adjusted the exchange difference. Tell me within a comment, within 1 minute in the comment section, where to adjust the exchange difference. That is the on balance sheet date and on settlement date. Where you adjusted that exchange difference, please tell me fast in the comment section. Fast. Okay. So tell me, comment section में फटाफट where to adjust the difference. Yes. Very good morning, Ashok. Kirtana, yes, welcome once again. Ram Prakash. Prakash from Mumbai. Good morning to all. And as usual, Rohit Kumar. Yes. Apurva, it's not correct, beta. On balance sheet date, I'm asking you where to adjust the difference. Where? When? It is not the when. Kab nahi, beta. Kahan pe adjust karna hai foreign exchange difference? That is the question. So I got a first answer from Kunal Agrag and Shivendra. He is answering, sir, it is adjusted in profit and loss account. Very good, beta. Very good. So difference is adjusted in profit and loss account. Yes, definitely. Exchange difference, loss or profit, is adjusted in profit and loss account. Now the question is, my question is, whether there is any exception. Yes, there is exception, which is a para number 46A. So write down para number 46A. Okay. My question is very clear. Where to adjust the difference? Where to adjust the difference? It's in profit and loss account. Some students are asking, sir, on balance sheet, I'm not asking when to adjust the difference. It is where, kahan pe jayega. That is the question. Okay. Yes. Shashi answered it correctly in profit and loss account. Very good. Many students answered it correctly. Radha, Ashima is not on settlement date at closing date. I'm asking when, where? And you are asking, you are answering when. So let's understand para 46A. Yes. What is the exception of this? Long-term foreign currency monetary item related to depreciable asset and others. Wait for some time. Just write it down. Depreciable asset, exchange loss will be added to the asset, and exchange profit is deducted from the asset, and for others we will adjust it in the FCMITD account. FCMITD. Oh sir, what is FCMITD? It is a foreign currency monetary item translation difference account. It is a foreign currency monetary item translation difference account. Foreign currency monetary item translation difference account. Foreign currency monetary item translation difference account. So write down it. FCMITD. FCMITD. It is others. Okay. Yes. Very good, Siddhi. You answered it correctly. Nandini, yes, beta, keep it up. You are responding in classes, in live virtual class. Very good. And if you answer it correctly, yes, दिल है ना एकदम बल्ले बल्ले हो जाता है बेटा. बहुत सही जाते हो आप लोग. Yes. So write down this long-term foreign currency, and I'm going to give you example based on para 46A. So don't worry, it is long-term foreign currency monetary items related to depreciable asset. If it is related to depreciable asset, we will adjust it in the asset only. And suppose if it is related to others, now what is others, that I'm going to explain you with examples. So before that, this is very important. This is a concept, and for that we are going to explain it in the example form. So write down. If it is a long-term foreign currency monetary item difference account, long-term foreign currency monetary means creditors, and if creditors are long-term, it means if you purchase asset and you are making payment in installments like hire purchase. And if you are making payment after 1 year, so this is a long-term foreign currency monetary item. These are creditors, but which are payable after 1 year. So in short, you can write over there creditors which are payable after 1 year. So write down, it is a creditors. In short, you can write here creditors which are payable after 1 year. Okay, beta. Write down. So I will give you one example for this. Okay, Bhavya is saying, sir, now I think this is, I'm in final year and I don't know this account. Well, ठीक है बेटा, कोई problem नहीं. एक सेकंड, मेरा पीपीटी को प्रॉब्लम हो गया है। वन मिनट, पीपीटी जरा हैंग हो गई है। बेटा 1 मिनट, दिस इज अ टेक्निकल प्रॉब्लम दैट आई एम फेसिंग, सो यस, रिफ्रेशिंग ही कर रहा हूँ बेटा, सो डोंट वरी। Before that, yes, I will revise it quickly. What is a para 46A? If creditors are taken, assume if I bought one asset and assume that asset is I'm paying it after 4 to 5 years. So suppose if I'm paying it after 4 to 5 years, basically this creditors, that amount on every balance sheet date, it is going to change. And then in that case, where to adjust the difference? Yes. So now we will start shortly. Okay. So now let's start. Okay, where we are at? Slide number exceptions. Yes, now we are on slide. Yeah, the exchange difference. Sorry for disturbance. So foreign currency transaction. Let's start with one example. So example, Write down one example. Asset is purchased. This is a very basic example that I have created for you. Asset is purchased. Assume this asset is purchased for $4. This is only for concept clarity example. Asset is purchased for $4 when exchange rate $1 is equal to rupees 50. So exchange rate dollar, it is rupees 50. Okay. And at the end, year one, $1 is equal to rupees 55. And $2 at the year end 2, it is 58. Write down this example. And life of the asset is 5 years. Life of the asset is 5 years. So asset is purchased. Asset is purchased $4 when exchange rate $1 is equal to rupees 50. Okay. And beta, in year 2, $1 is equal to rupees 58. Life of the asset is 5 years. Yes. Now tell me, you have to think, what is the first entry? What is the first entry? Asset is purchased. Don't write it. Asset is purchased for $4 when exchange rate rupees 50. So what is the amount of asset? Yes, asset comes in. So real account rule, what debit, what comes in, and we have not yet paid. So there is creditors account. We will assume we are going to pay after 4 years or after 5 years. Okay. So we have assumed that we have not paid immediately. Yeah, within 1 year. We are write down these assumptions. Assumptions: payment payable after 5 years. Payable after 5 years. Payable after 5 years. So what is the entry? And tell me amount only. So what is the entry? Asset comes in to creditors. Yes. What is the amount? Yes. No, beta, it is not purchases. Agresh from Bhopal. Janki, yes, you are correct, beta. Janki answers quickly. Asset account debit $4 into 50 to loan account. We can say it is like loan or creditors. Asset to creditors, or we can say it as loan. Okay. So asset account debit to loan. Okay. So tell me, after year 1, what is the exchange rate? Yes, beta, 55. So 50 rupees at the time of loan taken or asset purchase. And this is a loan, or you may write it as creditors. Yes. And after 1 year, tell me the amount. It is loss of rupees 5. Normally, loss is adjusted in profit and loss account. But para 46A gives you, this is the exception. Here, you can adjust it in the profit and loss account, or basically you can adjust it in the asset account. So para 46A has given you the option up to 2011, and now it is mandatory. But remember, in Ind AS, we will apply the exchange difference in profit and loss account only. But here you have, I will show you what para 46A says. Difference must be adjusted in asset account. Difference must be adjusted in the asset account. And remember, it is your loss, and as this is your loss, therefore it is added in the asset, because asset also has a debit balance. Asset shows debit balance, asset shows debit balance, loss shows debit balance. So debit, debit, add, debit, debit, add, debit, debit, add. So asset and loss is showing debit balance, and therefore this loss is added in asset account. So asset account debit to loan account. Normally we adjust it in the profit and loss account, but here this is an exception. It is a para 46A. So paragraph 46A says this is an asset account debit to loan account. I hope you are clear with the concept now. This exchange difference is 20. And second entry, that is a depreciation. Now tell me, your original amount of rupees 200 and you added with 20 rupees. So your total balance in the asset before depreciation, it is 220, and 220 divided by 5 years. Answer is 44. Answer is 44. So depreciation account debit to asset, answer is 44. Write down all three entries. Asset account debit to loan. Exchange difference, you adjusted it in the asset account. Normally we adjust it in the profit and loss account, but para 46A gives you the exception that you will add it to asset account, and now your depreciation is on the revised amount, that is 200 plus 20 divided by 5. Life of the asset is 5 years, and therefore it will be 44. Yes, now tell me whether you are clear with the concept. So where it normally we adjust difference in beta? In profit and loss account. So still it is in the profit and loss account, but here this is an exception, and it is only for depreciable asset. Remember, it is for depreciable asset, and therefore depreciation account debit to asset account. Yes, Janki. Yes, Tamil Nadu say. Very good beta. You are correct. It is like value of the asset is increased. It is increased. Why? Because it's a loss. If it is a loss, asset value will get increased. If it is a profit, asset value will get decreased. This is a para 46A. I am going to read this para 46A from your study material. Yes, beta. Kunal, you are correct. Depreciation account debit to asset, it is 44. It is on new value on 220 and not on the original cost. It is not on the original cost, but it is on the new value. Remember, this is on 220 rupees. Okay. So Kunalji, you are clear with the concept now. Krishang is asking, so if there is any change in the exchange rate, then we revalue the asset. You may call it as not revaluation exactly. This is the adjustment of your foreign exchange loss as per para 46A. Yes, we can calculate the depreciation. Yes, beta, correct. Lalita is saying, sir, on year 2 again depreciation will change. Yes, beta, you are correctly answering. Your question is only your answer. Yes, you are going to change your depreciation amount in year number 2. Definitely every year up to payment of your loan, repayment of your loan, your asset value is going to revise every year due to this foreign exchange difference. Yes, correct. Okay, so very good, Lalita. You answered it properly. Your question is your answer only. So asset account debit. So what is the rate in the second year, beta? 58 means your original rate 50. Now it's changed to 58, means you have increased by rupees 3, and this 3 rupees difference is adjusted. Again, it is a loss because your original rate 50 and now it is 58, means it's again exchange loss, and that exchange loss is added to your asset account. So asset account debit to loan account. Very good, beta. Asset account debit to loan account. In question, we wrote $40. $1 is equal to 50 rupees. Yes. No, beta, we wrote Spurti. We wrote $1 is equal to 50. You have written it not properly. Your question, in question, please rectify Spurti. It is $1 is equal to 50 on transaction date. You wrote it wrongly. Yes, depreciation, we will transfer it to profit and loss account. So this is a basic thing. I don't think, yes, Priyaji, So depreciation, definitely it is going to transfer to profit and loss account. So I have not passed that entry. Otherwise you can write P&L account debit to depreciation. Don't worry. Then now where, sir, we will be doing this every time rate changes? Yes, beta. Every time we have to answer this, change this. Okay. Now tell me, what is the new amount of depreciation? What is the new amount of depreciation? I'm waiting for your answer. What is the new amount of depreciation? Yes, very good, Agresh. You answered it correctly. That asset account debit to loan, it is 12, and depreciation, Agresh answered correctly. For depreciation also, he already answered it. Kirtana, yes, entries are same because here it is a loss. Yes, depreciation. What is the amount of depreciation? Beta Janki, you have not deducted first year depreciation. That's why you are getting a wrong answer. Don't record it from purchase date. 8 rupees is not a loss which is recorded from the purchase date. We will record it from the first year to second year. So beta, you are wrong. Who answered rupees 8? Wrong. We don't have to calculate it from the purchase date, but we have to calculate it from the last year balance sheet date. So from last year balance sheet date, rate was 55, and that rate comes to rupees 58. So 3 rupees increase, and that 3 rupees increase is the loss. You will record it by only 3 rupees multiplied by $4. Still $4 are unpaid. And asset account debit to loan. And what is the entry for depreciation? Now who answered it? Agresh answered it correctly. Depreciation. Now remember, in first year it is 220. Then you have deducted 44 rupees, and then now I will add 12, and remaining life is 4 years. Remember, 220 is the original cost is 200, then exchange difference we added 20, so 220, then we have deducted 44, and then again we have added 12 rupees. So now depreciation amount comes to rupees 47. So write down depreciation. How you got the answer? 220 minus 44 plus 12 divided by 4. Yes, depreciation. Who? Kunal, wrong answer. 58, Mohini, wrong answer. 223, Navya, no, wrong answer. Depreciation, Sneha, 45.5, wrong. Only Sneha, Bangalore, yes, your answer is correct, beta, 47. Muhammad Ali, wrong. Shraddha, partly correct. She has not yet answered for depreciation. Krishna, correct, not wrong. Shruti, wrong. Yes, if there is a profit, then we will deduct it. So correct answer is, you should answer it correctly. Many students answer correctly. Shivani, Amir, Gopil, Amir wrong. Gopi Chand correct. Kunal correct. Ashok Kumar correct. Regular students in our session. Yes. Beta, Shruti, rectify your answer and tell me now whether you are getting this or not. Beta, it's very easy. Okay. It's very easy, beta. Remember, when you bought the asset, draw it in the time scale diagram. That will be easy for you. So when you bought the asset, tell me what was the amount? 50 rupees, $1, correct? $1 is, it is at the 0 year. It is rupees 50. Then at the end of first year, it is $1 is equal to rupees 55. And at the end of second year, $1 is equal to rupees 58. So when you bought the asset account debit to loan account, now 50 rupees into $4. So this is 200 rupees, correct? After 1 year, your rate is going to change from 50 to 55. So it is your loss, but this loss is added to asset. Normally we record it in the P&L, but now this is 5 rupees ka loss for $4. So this is, you will add by 20 rupees to loan account. So this is a monetary item. Loan is a monetary item. That is a creditors. In simple language, it is creditors. And then in second year, so depreciation, you will record depreciation account debit to asset. Now what is the asset value? You can see here, this is 200 plus 20. So asset value is 220 divided by 5 years. So what is the amount? 44. And again you are in loss of rupees from 55 to 58. So loss is rupees 3. So asset account debit to loan 12. And now you will provide depreciation beta. Depreciation account debit to asset. Now remember, your old figure was 220. Then you have depreciation of 44. And then your asset is 12. So 220 minus 44, because asset is credited and again asset is added. So divided by 12, and now remaining years are 4. So you are getting depreciation of 47. Yes. Better tell me now whether you are getting the same answer. Yes, better fast. Remaining years. Yes, 220 minus 44 plus 12. Now tell me whether you are getting the same answer or not, or your concept is clear or yet not clear. Otherwise, I will move to next concept, which is FCMI TDA. So tell me fast. And it's very easy, beta. 50 to 55 and then 55 to 58. 50 to 55, 5 rupees loss, that will be added. But at the same time, you have to provide depreciation also. And from 55 to 58, it means again you are in loss because you have to pay more. And asset account debit to loan, it is a 12 rupees. But now you have to provide depreciation on 200 plus 20 minus 44. That is the depreciation amount. And again, this is added by exchange loss of rupees 12. And then you will divide it by 4. It is a very simple example that I have taken. Yes. Yes, Shaurya Gupta, you are correct. Getting it? Shruti, yes, beta. So we will move to next concept, which is FCMI TDA. Now this is the same concept based on asset account, but there is a small difference that FCMI TDA, instead of asset, we will create one reserve. We are going to create one reserve. So write down one example for this. Now this is not taken for any depreciable asset. You have taken a loan, not for a depreciable asset. It is for any purpose. And you are going to repay it after 5 years. You are going to repay it after 5 years. So tell me, this is long term or short term? Long term. And now the exchange difference is adjusted in FCMI TDA. So write down example. Loan is borrowed. Yes, loan is borrowed. When exchange rate $1 is equal to 50 rupees. I know it's easy. And suppose if you are not getting it, please watch my lecture from first minute. And those students who are participating in the class, very good. Though you are wrong, please participate in the class, in virtual class, online class, because afterwards it's very easy to calculate all these things and no one will tell you. Suppose if you are getting wrong answer also, I will rectify it in the live session. So my suggestion is that maximum student, please attend it in the live session. And I'm telling you, I'm taking all study material problems thoroughly. So please, at least for accounting standard, so आपको please यहाँ पे आना है regularly and answer all my questions, please. So loan is borrowed for, yes, this problem is also related to exception. Concept clear now? Okay. At the end, same problem, exchange rate 55 and 58. But this time, nahi, beta exchange loss, Surajji, first we will add, because exchange loss first we will add, and then we will calculate the depreciation. So depreciation is always before, after exchange loss. So remember how to calculate, because first you incurred the loss and afterwards only you are going to calculate the depreciation. So this is the, yes, Suraj, your question is correct. But remember, this is always after calculation of exchange loss, and then we will calculate depreciation amount. Okay. Yes. Now what are entries? So here, entries are very simple. First year entry will be same beta, but here asset comes in nahi hoga. Here cash comes in because you have taken a loan. So cash is coming in and not asset is coming in. It's not fixed asset, but instead of that, write down cash account debit to loan. So very good. Cash account debit to loan. Sneha answered it correctly. Suraj answered. Sorry, Kunal answered it correctly. Cash account debit to loan. Very good. Very good. So cash account debit to loan. Yes, you answered correctly. Now tell me what is the entry. I'm waiting for your second entry. Don't write it. Just think. So now 55 rate goes up to rupees 55. And apply the provision. Where to adjust the difference? Where to adjust the difference? Yes. Tell me, it is a loss or profit, beta? Loss. And loss, therefore, it has a debit balance. Okay. So second entry will be FCMITD. Very good, Kunal. Very good. So FCMITD account debit 20 to loan account 20. So same entry, but instead of asset, because it is not related to depreciable asset, it is other than depreciable asset, and therefore we will give debit to FCMITD account debit to loan account 2020. So FCMITD account debit to loan account. Okay. Correct, beta? FCMITD account debit to loan 2020. Now this FCMITD account, yes, you can check how this account will get reflected. So this FCMITD account, if you open this FCMITD account, it is to loan account. Yes, 20. Now this loan account is showing a debit balance of rupees 20. And now this debit balance is transferred to profit and loss account. But it is transferred to profit and loss account. Yes, you will transfer it to P&L account over 5 years. So by P&L, your amount will be 4 rupees. So write down FCMITD account will get credited and P&L account is getting debited. You will amortize over 5 years. It means you won't record. Logic is very simple. Now this is a long-term expenses. This is long-term loss, and therefore in 1 year it should not be transferred to P&L, but it should be amortized over life of the loan. loan duration, loan repayment period. So this is not the loss of 1 year, but it will get affected because your EPS will go down or your EPS will go up if there is a profit, and it won't affect your P&L immediately. And that's why they deferred it over 5 years. Logic is very simple, because in accounting standard, suppose entity does not want to get affected due to exchange loss immediately, this account will get deferred over 5 years, and that is the accounting standard fundamental. Think why this provision is introduced. Suppose now, don't think it is of only $4, think for $4 lakhs, and $4 lakhs, your exchange difference will be huge. It's almost 20 lakhs in 1 year. And 20 lakhs, I'm saying only 4 lakhs. Now companies balance sheets are in crore, and their balance sheet will affected due to this provision. Assume it is in crores, 20 crores in 1 year. It will, and you are not paying it immediately. So what they are saying, you should defer it over the period, and your loss will be only 4 crores instead of 20 crores. So now tell me whether 4 crore to show 4 crores is the correct one, or to show 20. Heavily your balance sheet will get affected. बट इंडेस वाले बोलते नहीं, इंडेस वाले बोलते एक्सचेंज डिफरेंस वगैरह कुछ नहीं, इट विल बी अफेक्टेड बाय 20 lakhs ओनली. It is index. In CA final, I will tell you a different provision for this. But here I will tell you there is a, yes, India अच्छा है, India अपने कंपनी का नुकसान नहीं करेगा. India is giving you the option. Accounting standard 11 is giving you the option. You can hit by 20 lakhs and you can hit it by 4 lakhs. And it is a decision of the management, whether they want to debit 20 lakhs or crores, or they want to debit 4 lakhs or 4. Yes, tell me your suggestion, whether you will debit it by 20 crores or you will debit it by only 4 crores. What is your opinion, beta? Directly, अरे बेटा तो इतना लॉस दिखाएगा क्या लोगों को? ठीक है, ये भाई साहब जो है, यश को हम लोग नहीं पूछेंगे, बिकॉज ये तो क्लाइंट का लॉस ही करके बैठेगा. He does not want to tell. ये क्लाइंट का लॉस करेगा. I am very flexible person. If I want to reduce my profit, I will debit it by 20 crores. If client is asking, no, sir, we want to issue shares, so I will show it by 4 crores. My value will go up. Share ka value will go up if it is showing a less profit. Okay, so according to me, yes, it depends on the client. Okay. So that is the logic behind it, para 46A. Better rather, I hope you are clear with the concept. एक बार मैं हिंदी में बता देता हूँ तो समझ में आएगा. Those students who understood it very well. Suppose मैं 20 करोड़ का फायदा बताता हूँ, लॉस बताता हूँ एक साल में. If I am showing 20 crores loss in 1 year, it is very difficult क्योंकि एकदम से P&L हिट हो जाएगा and your profit will go down. So instead of 20 crores, हम लोग क्या करते हैं, हम लोग उसको डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करते हैं 5 सालों में, and that's why our loss is showing only 4 crores. तो थोड़ा सा हिंदी में भी बता दिया. So those students who are not कंफर्टेबल, जिनको समझ में नहीं आया था कि एफसीएमआई टीडी है क्या, बेटा इसमें बहुत सिंपल सा लॉजिक है. इंस्टेड ऑफ गिविंग 20 करोड़ का डेबिट, उसके बदले में आप एकदम से 4-4 करोड़ में देखो. मतलब देखो, एक साथ मत खाना. मैं यदि मेरे ससुर जी से पैसा लेता हूं तो वन टाइम पे मैं एकदम से 5 करोड़ मांगूंगा तो इट विल बी डिफिकल्ट. तो मैं ओवर द पीरियड लाइफ जितना है ना, उसमें थोड़ा थोड़ा पैसा मांगूंगा हर साल. दैट विल बी इजी ना, तो उनको भी ऐसा बर्डन नहीं आएगा, अरे मेरा दामाद कितना पैसा मांगता है, तो इंस्टेड ऑफ दैट वो थोड़ा थोड़ा पैसा मुझे देंगे. सो यही कॉन्सेप्ट है, हर साल जाने का, ससुर जी प्रणाम और पैसा लेके आने का. सो इट इज अ कॉन्सेप्ट. यस, आई होप यू आर क्लियर विद द एफसीएमआई टीडीए. प्रॉफिट में भी बेटा प्रॉफिट हुआ तो एफसीएमआई टीडीए अकाउंट विल गेट credited. It's very simple. FCMI TD account will get credited. If it is a loss, it will be debited. Debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. It's a basic rule. Okay. Deferred payment is not allowed as per S26, but this is not, this is a para 46 which they introduced by amendment in 2011, that we are going to read it. So basically this amendment is only to survive your companies from huge exchange losses. What para in, so socho na client ka socho, you think for your clients, if they are showing 20 crores in 1 year as a loss, how they will survive in the market? Their shares will go down immediately. And that's why they have given the option to the company, better you, whether you want to record it at one-time loss or whether you want to defer it over the period. And this is a provision which is given. This is not given by me. This is which is introduced by Accounting Standard 11. Okay. सूरज इज टेलिंग सर कॉस्टिंग आप सिखाना बेटा प्लीज यार, मुझे तो धर्म संकट में मत डालना ऐसी चीजें बोल के. ओके, आई होप यू आर क्लियर विद द कॉन्सेप्ट. Oh, yes. Now we'll see what is the. Yes, now you are clear with the concept or not yet? Tell me in the comment section. This is very important. This is a very difficult one that now I explained it in very sweet way. I think so. Yes. So FCMI TD logic भी मैंने clear कर दिया आपका. Yes. Yes, beta. Lalita, I'm going to explain you what is the logic. Sir, for profit also do we amortize it over 5 years? Yes, beta. If it is a loss or it will be profit, because you are not aware at the date of on the first transaction date that you are going to apply the profit, or whether you are will be in profit or whether you will be in loss, because it is the exchange rate which is decided on the balance sheet date, and therefore we are not aware whether it is a profit or whether it is a loss. So same treatment for profit or loss. Okay. FCMI TDA is item of reserves and surplus. Logic is very simple. Instead of giving debit to profit and loss account, one difference we have to create, one account we have to create, and that account is for it is reserve. It's a part of reserves and surplus. We will record it. If it is a loss, we will record it in the negative figure on liability side, and if it is a profit, we will record it on the positive sign. Okay, so this is a nature is resource and surplus. As per Income Tax Act, no, I don't aware. So please don't ask me, Suraj, Income Tax Act में क्या होता है? This is as per accounting standard. Ashish is asking, sir, FCMI TD account का nature क्या है? It is a resource and surplus. So I solved your query. But sir, as per Income Tax Act, वो accounting standard को ही cover करते हैं. No, sir, that profit can we show as a big number in 1 year only? Yes, if your management is agreed, so no problem in that. It is decision of the management. Crystal clear, sir. Yes, clear, sir. Clear, sir. You rocked in. Sir, what is the treatment of the remaining 16 rupees? Better, we are remaining 16 rupees. We will be divided over. That I'm going to tell you now. Remaining 16 rupees. You are in the year 1 only. Sir, please may you share? Yes, PPT to ho jayega. Haji sir, clear. Yes, very clear, very clear, very clear. Yes, thank you. Okay, so now we'll move to next concept, next year. So year number 2. Now you tell me what is the amount of second year that FCMI TD account that you are going to create, and what is the amount that is transferred to P&L. Galat aane do, please go with the wrong answer. Plus, please answer in the comment section what answer you are getting. So that's why I'm telling you, please solve it properly. Apply your mind. Let it be wrong answer. Don't worry to get the wrong answer, but at least you will understand whether you are getting a wrong answer or correct answer. So answer it in the comment section. So tell me, what is the amount that you are going to get in the profit and loss account in the second year, and what is the amount in FCMI TDA? But obvious, first we will apply FCMI TDA, and then you will apply profit and loss account. Concept clear, concept clear, 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 clear. You have to get very good question by Shruti. Shruti is saying, sir, if there is an option, so whether we'll apply it to profit and loss account, better you have to answer it in 2 ways, by applying para 46A and without applying para 46A. So what institute expects from you, it is not that what is the not applicable. If you go with the profit and loss option, it's okay, but you have to answer in both ways. So at least they are aware कि yes, ये बेटा इसको पूरा concept clear है, Shruti. Okay. nahi beta Janki, this is the option which is given. So though it is a profit or though it is a loss, we have to defer it over your remaining period. Yes. So you are getting FCMI today 12 rupees. Yes, FCMI today 12 rupees. Janki, you are correct, beta. And what is the amount that you are going to transfer it in profit and loss account? I'm waiting for your answer. Please tell me fast whether you are getting yes 12 rupees or P&L account. Tell me fast. What is the amount that you are transferring it to profit and loss account? Yes, I will tell you what is the amount that will be transferred to profit and loss account. By P&L in first year you transferred beta 20 divided by 4. So what is the by balance carried down? You left with 16. So this is a 2020. Then you transferred two balance brought down. You carried it to next year, 16. Then you are getting amount 12 rupees. So this is again your loan 12. And now this amount is profit and loss account. You are getting 28 rupees divided by, yes, 4 years. And then your buy balance carried down will be. So correct answer is 7. Yes, Dhanush, correct. Agresh, correct as usual. Better Radha, wrong. Ahmedabad say, Radha, why are you getting correct wrong answer? Yes, better it is 16 plus 12, 28. And I transferred 7 rupees. So my balance carried down will be 21. Okay. So 28 is the correct answer. Buy balance carried down will be 21 and P&L account is 7. So what is the amount of transferring? Yes. So correct amount to transfer to FCMI TDA is 7 rupees. And after that, we are going to solve illustration number 8 of our dear study material. Yes. So FCMI TDA loss rupees 7 P&L account debit to FCMI TD. So FCMI TD account debit to loan 12 rupees, that is a loss. And now your balance in the FCMI TDA last year ka 16 and current year ka 12. Last year ka 16 is after return off. And now out of 28, you will write it off over 4 years. And therefore you are getting 21 as a balance carried down and 7 rupees as a balance which is transferred to profit and loss account. It's a very clear concept. It's very easy. But how are you getting 3 answer? Yeah, I am not wondering how you are getting 7 is a correct. Yes. Everyone now answered it correctly. Those who are watching it in the live session, yes, definitely you are getting a correct answer 7. Some students are getting 3 and other answer. I don't know how they are calculated this, but I hope now they are clear with the concept. So come to illustration number 8. I'm giving you exactly 5 minutes to read the question and to read, apply your mind. So don't refer the answer. Exactly 5 minutes. I want everyone, because these concepts are very, very difficult one. And I hope I make it very easy. Okay. And if you are thinking it's easy, please share it to maximum students. As usual, this is a timing for advertisement, short advertisement of 1 minute. Share if you are thinking this is very useful session, then share it with your friends. और ICAI का झंडा ऊपर लाना है हमें. Yes. Yes, many students answer. सूरज इज टेलिंग सर आपके साथ मजा आ गया बेटा, दिल्ली से. लव यू बेटा सूरज. यस, मुझे भी मजा आ गया, डोंट वरी. मजा आता है, आप लोग आंसर्स देते हो 7 वगैरह, बराबर आंसर देना बहुत भारी लगता है बेटा. यस, वेटिंग फॉर योर आंसर. अदर स्टूडेंट्स, आई एम वेटिंग फॉर इलस्ट्रेशन नंबर 8. चलो 8-1 8 of accounting standard 11. Yes, I will open a question for you. Those students who are not having the question, please answer it without referring the answer of study material. Yes, I am waiting for your answer. Illustration number 8. हो गया? हो गया? Janki ji, might be our account schedule. Yes, definitely it is in the month of March, but might be it is in the evening time. So evening time है तो आपको data pack बचा के रखना है. So Janki ji, yes, we will have account session in the March month also, and it will be in evening. And I love if it's a daily basis session, only 1.5 hours, but ICAI thinks it is only of 2.5 hours, and alternative session. But suppose if they are giving me opportunity to take all more than, yes, daily basis session, it will be easy for you also. Only 1.5 hour daily basis. We will improve. Yes, beta. Vishnu, I displayed it. Question number 8. Solve it now. I'm giving you 1 and 2 minutes ka time. Please tell me what is the answer. First, now many students are answering first time. Huh? I am appreciating those students. Pujita, I know. Shaurya answered first time. Krishang, yes, he, answered previously also. Okay, thank you, Gitanjali. Sorry, Janki nahi. Mrunal Vaidya. Vrinda is telling, sir, your teaching is fantastic. Thank you, Vrinda. So nice of you. Okay. So illustration number 8 is very easy. Now I will draw the time scale diagram. L Limited purchase a fixed asset costing rupees 3000 lakhs. And the same was fully financed by a foreign currency in 3 equal installments. So first, what is the first thing that convert rupees into dollars? Why? To understand loan taken. To understand, write down. If you have question, please write it down. Loan taken on question only, because these answers you have to write it in the same way as ICAI is given. So first we will convert rupees into dollars. Why? Because we have to understand, because foreign loan is taken. Now fixed asset is costing rupees 3000, and at that time, now what is the rate? For rate, please draw the time scale diagram. On 1/1/2001 beta, it is 40 rupees. $1 is equal to 40 and $1 is equal to 42.5 on 31st of December. Okay. So 3000, $1 is equal to rupees 40. So rupees 3000 is equal to how many dollars beta? 75 dollars. 3000 divided by 40. $75. So your borrowings are $75. Yes, 75 lakhs dollars. Okay. So 75 lakhs. Now balance from 40 to 42.5. Okay, so it is 2.5. So 75 lakhs into 2.5. What is the loss? 1 crore. 1 crore. 87 lakh. No, beta, you're wrong. Okay, 1 crore 87 lakh 50,000. So you are already, we will assume this is 3000. I tell me only 75 into 2.5. 187.5. This is rupees. This is rupees. Okay. So already you have asset of 3000. So don't convert it into lakhs. Let it be in lakhs only. Plus 187.5. So what is the amount? 3187.5. Okay, this is the asset amount now. This is the asset amount because you incur exchange loss. So how ICAI has given you the answer? Wait. As per S11, the effects of changes in foreign exchange rates. Exchange difference on settlement of monetary items. If it rates different from the initial recorded during the period or recorded previous financial statement, should be recognized as income and expenses. Thus, we calculated exchange difference 187.5. 187.5. Why? Because 75 lakhs dollars you bought, and therefore this exchange difference will be debited to profit and loss account every year. Wait. The above answer has given on the basis of company has not exercised para 46. But however, if it opts the benefit given in the para 46A, then nothing is to be done since the company has done the correct one. Why? Because company has adjusted the difference as in the capitalized. So here they have given you both answers. One, you can adjust it in the profit and loss account, and second one, you can capitalize it in the difference will be capitalized. So both answers are correct. So how to write the answer? Yes, write down serial number, particulars, computation, rupees, loan taken, or sorry, assets, cost of asset, rupees in lakhs, or you can write figures in lakhs, figures in lakhs. So computation is given 3000 rupees. Roman 2, loan amount. Roman 1 divided by, yes, now dollars are small, so we have to divide rupees 40, which is a spot rate, $75. Roman 3, exchange difference after 1 year. So tell me, what is the exchange difference after 1 year, beta? No, there is no need that you should write it like ICAI material. You can simplify it like me. Okay, so my answers are always based on serial number. Even in costing also, I always write in the same way, serial number, particulars, computation, rupees, and then we get an answer. So it's a very easy and unique way of presentation, and it looks very nice. So rupees 75. So this is exchange difference. This is Roman 2 multiplied by 42.5 na? Minus 40. So 42.5 minus 40. So this is rupees 187.5. Roman 4 accounting treatment. Under that, para 46A, not opted, and second one is opted. Option A, option B, not opted, opted. Here you can write transfer to P&L, and if opted, write capitalized. So how to present the answer? Now is asking, sir, we have taken a loan from foreign ना, asset तो इंडिया में है नहीं बेटा, asset इंडिया में लिया but by taking a foreign currency. So we have taken a first loan and then you bought the asset, and therefore as we have taken a loan and it is a depreciable asset, and therefore you should capitalize it. Don't apply FCMI TDA account because it is for fixed asset. It is for fixed asset. If it is other than fixed asset, beta, you will take it to FCMI TDA, other than fixed asset. So I hope you have written this. Yes. Now so यहाँ पे बेटा एक समझ ले, if option ये आपने एसेट लोन लेके खरीदा है, you purchase asset but by taking a foreign loan, and therefore that exchange difference you will apply it to, if para 46 is applied, then it will be capitalized, otherwise it is transferred to profit and loss account as you are thinking it. Yes, it's very easy. Yes beta, financial year we have taken Jan to December. Yes, yes Ashima, correct beta, 2.5. We can write the statement in our own words beta. Yes, you can write it, Janki, don't worry. Sir, we can assume that, so I have given you both answers, without opting and with opting. So at least show ICAI that you are aware of para 46A. तो ये आपका knowledge है, ये समझाता है, क्योंकि many students they are not aware of this para 46A. And logic is important. Why they introduce para 46A? Chalo, kya logic tha? Because they don't want to hit their profit and loss account immediately. They want to defer their loss or they want to defer their profit. Otherwise, it will get affected to your earning per share. If it's a question of I just take it as a profit and loss account, it will hit to your profit and loss account. And if it affected very badly, your EPS will go down or your EPS will go up. And therefore, if it is a profit, it will go up, or EPS will go down if it is a loss. And therefore, para 46A is introduced by Ministry of Company Affairs or even by ICAI. Why they introduce? Because they want to defer it over 5 years. It is a monetary item translation difference. So it's very logical. Yes. But a Suraj, it is an option. So if not opted, if para 46, those people जिनको ये बताना है नहीं भाई मुझे कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता, लॉस होने दो या प्रॉफिट होने दो, I will hit it in the that year only. If management's concerns, management says नहीं, I want to adjust it in 1 year only, then you will not opt the option. Otherwise, you can go by opting option. And remember, now in AS21 there is no such concept because they don't want to defer it over the period. And AS21, in the AS21, so this is related to foreign exchange rate only, and they don't have this option and all. ये हमारा थोड़ा गरीबों का कंट्री है, इसलिए हमने ये ऑप्शन रखा था भाई. ठीक है, अभी इंडेक्स जब ग्लोबल लोग बोलते क्या फर्क पड़ता है, लॉस होने दो प्रॉफिट होने दो, जो है वो बता, जो है वो बता. तो इसलिए हम लोग क्या करते हैं, हम लोग ये पूरा का पूरा P&L में डालते हैं एज पर इंडेक्स. Okay, beta, I think you are clear with the concept now. Lalita, if it is other than fixed asset, it has to be adjusted in FCMITD account. It has to be adjusted in the FCMITD account. So I already explained you FCMITD account. If it is other than depreciable asset, for example, suppose if I have taken a loan other than depreciable asset, and that is a long-term loan for land purchase or for my business purpose, I have taken a loan, and if I'm incurring a monetary item translation, sorry, if I'm incurring a loss or profit, exchange loss or profit, that I'm not going to adjust it in the profit and loss account, but I will adjust it in the FCMITD account. Foreign FC currency monetary item translation difference. Monetary item, this is a monetary item, long-term monetary item, and that therefore it is called as foreign. Don't give any other name, it is name which is given by the para 46A only. So we have to follow same name. Remember, if it is given by the para. Yes, in exam Mansi you have to write both situations. Ashima, yes. Yes, beta, definitely your asset balance will go up because it's a loss. So Ashim, Priya ji, Lakshmi Priya. So Lakshmi Priya, yes, beta, definitely it's a loss, and therefore your asset is not reducing. Loss means debit, asset is debit, debit, add. Okay. Okay. So sir, what is if there is exchange difference in non-monetary item? For example, fixed asset. So fixed asset, you will apply date of acquisition rate only, and date of acquisition, there will be no difference normally. And therefore normally exchange difference where monetary items are multiplied by closing rate and non-monetary items are normally multiplied by date of transaction. So date of transaction spot rate and balance sheet date we also date of transaction. So there is no monetary item difference except that fair value calculation. So in that, so questions are never asked in exam for non-monetary items. So for non-monetary, you have written in the chart in concept also. Yes, in concept 3 only. You can refer monetary and non-monetary, and non-monetary normally exchange difference not arises and never asked in exam. So write down non-monetary items. They will not ask in the exam. But I will just complete this para 46A. And before starting concept number 2, that is a concept 5, that is forward exchange contract, we will take a short break. But before that, just complete this, because this is very, it is not difficult, but it is not easy to understand also. Jaldi se hajam nahi hota hai. So this concept takes some time. What is FCMI TDA? What is the exchange loss? And that's why, yes, this concept number 1 is only difficult. Otherwise, remaining concepts are very easy. Yes. Installment amount you will pay it and the exchange rate only. $1,000 you will pay because it's 3 years installment. So 3,000 divided by 3, 1,000 will be installment amount. Yes, beta. So you are correct. 1,000 but multiplied by closing rate. Multiplied by closing rate because you have to pay it at current exchange rate. And 40 was the old exchange rate. 42.5 is the current exchange rate. So $1,000 you will pay it by current exchange rate. If we are capitalizing beta, you will capitalize it till the loan is repaid. Loan is repaid. 100% loan is repaid. When you will incur the exchange loss or exchange profit till repayment date. When you will completed your repayment, in that case, you will stop the exchange difference. It's very easy. Till what time? Till what time? Think it logically. You will calculate this exchange loss. So until you are not repaying your loan, it's very easy. Yes. So this is also Ram Prakash. Yes, correct answer. Yes, if it is an unmore short time, we will not apply the para 46A. So monetary item, long-term monetary item. If you are paying within 3 months, there is no question to calculate this exchange loss for long-term monetary item. So yes, if you are paying it in 3 months, then definitely, or within 1 year, exchange difference will be adjusted in profit and loss account. So it's very logical. Okay, now before starting next concept, forward exchange contract, because we have covered a transactions in foreign currency. So I'm giving you within 2 minutes full idea about foreign exchange transaction. It's very easy. Remember, today's dollar rate is 50 rupees. And after 1 year, this is 55. So 5 rupees, if I bought some goods, it is a loss for me. So 5 rupees, I normally adjust it in the profit and loss account. But remember, if suppose I'm applying para 46A, when to apply it? Because suppose if I'm not repaying it within 1 year and I'm repaying it more than 1 year, it is a long-term monetary item. Now this long-term monetary item, remember, we have 2 long-term monetary item. One, we have taken a loan for depreciable asset, and one, it is for non-depreciable asset or others, for any other purpose, but you are paying it after 1 year, more than 1 year. So in that case, definitely exchange loss will be there because date of transaction is different from balance sheet date and is different from settlement date. And in that case, if exchange difference, in case of depreciable asset, it will be added to asset account. It will be added to your asset account, that exchange difference, not amortized beta. You are wrong. It is deferred. It is not deferred. It is added to asset account. Deferred is for FCMI TDA. Don't mix up the two concepts. Exchange difference in case of depreciable asset, if you are paying more than 5 years or 1 year, in that case, you will add it. If there is a loss, you will add it. And if there is a profit, you will deduct it. So don't get confused with two concepts. And it for others means other than depreciable asset. If you are taken a loan, तो वो you will adjust it in the FCMI TDA account. मैं वापस एक बार पूरा हिंदी में बताता हूँ. दो स्टूडेंट्स, देखो हम लोग जब एक्सचेंज डिफरेंस लेते हैं तो बेसिकली हमारा जब एक्सचेंज डिफरेंस होता है, समझ लीजिए कि हम लोग जब फॉरेन ट्रांजैक्शन में एंटर करते हैं, दिस इज अ ट्रांजैक्शन इन फॉरेन करेंसी, तो हमारा बाइंग रेट और बैलेंस शीट का डेट और सेटलमेंट का रेट ये अलग अलग होता है. यदि ये अलग अलग होता है तो रिमेंबर हम लोग एक्सचेंज डिफरेंस इनकर करेंगे. नॉर्मली एक्सचेंज डिफरेंस ये प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट में जाएगा. बट सपोज ये एक्सचेंज डिफरेंस ये रिलेटेड टू डेप्रिसिएबल एसेट है, जिसका लॉन्ग टर्म के लिए, मतलब आपने लोन लिया और उससे डेप्रिसिएबल एसेट खरीद लिया, लोन लेके डेप्रिसिएबल एसेट खरीद लिया और वो लोन आप 1 साल के बाद पे करने वाले हो, मोर देन 1 ईयर, तो आप ये एक्सचेंज डिफरेंस जो है डेप्रिसिएबल एसेट का ये एसेट में ऐड करोगे यदि आप लॉस इनकर करते हो, और यदि आप प्रॉफिट में हो तो वो माइनस करोगे. ये पैरा 46A का ऑप्शन दिया गया है. इट इज नॉट कंपल्शन. आप P&L में भी डाल सकते हो, पर P&L में डाला तो वो हिट हो जाएगा बहुत हेवी अमाउंट से. और सपोज आप अदर देन डेप्रिसिएबल एसेट लेते हो तो आप एक अकाउंट ओपन करोगे जिसका नाम है FCMI TDA, फॉरेन करेंसी मॉनेटरी आइटम ट्रांसलेशन डिफरेंस, और ये आपके लाइफ ऑफ रीपेमेंट, जितने साल का आपका रीपेमेंट है उतने सालों में आप ये एमोर्टाइज करोगे. देखो जिस दिन आपने पूरा लोन रीपे कर दिया उसके बाद तो एक्सचेंज डिफरेंस आने ही नहीं वाला है. तो उतने सालों में आपको डिवाइड करना है। आई होप यू आर क्लियर विद द कॉन्सेप्ट। एक बार मैंने इंग्लिश में भी बताया, एक बार हिंदी में भी बताया। दो स्टूडेंट्स और हु आर फ्रॉम हिंदी बैकग्राउंड तो उनको भी ये समझ में आया होगा, साउथ इंडियन स्टूडेंट्स को भी समझ में आया होगा। दोनों के लिए क्लासेस अच्छे से चलेंगे। आई होप नाउ यू आर क्लियर विद द कॉन्सेप्ट। अभी मैं इसमें और ज्यादा डिटेल में जाने वाला नहीं हूं। Yes, Lalita, now it is understandable. बस अभी this is a concept number 1 का end. This is a concept number 4 transactions in part 1 का end. And now after break we will start with part 2 forward exchange contract. It's very easy. It's hardly will take 20 minutes and after that foreign operations and then this standards. जो main था वो खत्म हो गया है. Main standard now we have completed. Now remaining two are very easy. Forward contract and foreign operations. So start. I will take a break of 5 minutes and then we will come back. Let's take a break of 5 minutes. Welcome back once again, students. Please stick to your syllabus. If you are getting doubts like interest expenses and all these, remember you have to stick to your syllabus, because all other questions, whatever I think it is needed for the exam, I have covered it. Practically it may be a different things, but here at least for exam purpose you have to stick to your syllabus. 46 para A availed and not availed. Now we will move to next concept. So those students who are getting different queries, please, now it is बस हो गया. Don't ask me additional questions, because this will create a confusion. So remember, this is only depreciable and others, and where to adjust the difference, it's very easy now. Okay. And I already explained you, if dollar price is decreasing, it is a profit, it will be deducted. If dollar price is increasing, it is your loss, and this will be added. So now don't ask me again and again such same questions. Okay, so forward exchange contract. Forward exchange contract. Write down next concept, forward exchange contract. Now, first thing, what is forward exchange contract? Write down forward exchange contract. It is agreement to exchange different currencies. Means I will exchange my dollar with rupees. So this is the agreement. I want $1, and for that I will pay in rupees at forward rate, not at spot rate. That is, after 3 months I will enter into a forward contract, and on stock exchange we have this forward contract. This is known as futures options. So these options, futures are there in stock exchange, but from exam point of view, don't go in detail for this forward contracts and all. Remember, you will decide a forward rate today only. You will decide your forward rate today only. This is an agreement to exchange different currencies at forward rate. And what is the forward rate? It is the specified exchange rate for two currencies at future date. This rate is not today's rate. You are going to exchange $1 with 50 rupees. That is a 50 rupees or 45 rupees. Today's spot rate is different, but future you are going to increase. It may be increased rate or it may be a decreased rate, but this rate is decided in advance. Now spot rate may be different, and current and the future rate may be a different. So remember, it is a specified exchange rate. This is only for the purpose of, you have some risk hedging, which is called as hedging. There are three terms in FM: hedging, speculation, and arbitration. So financial management, you have three words. Hedging means to minimize your risk. You are entering into a forward contract, or it may be for a speculation purpose. So write down, this is a future date rate which is decided today only, which is decided today only. Yes. So I will give you an example so it will make clear. So it is very easy. Agreement to exchange different currencies as a forward rate. Okay. Remember, suppose I bought one asset of $50,000. Assume I want to pay after 3 months. I want to pay after 3 months. Now at that time, I think today's rate $1 is equal to rupees 50. Today's rate $1 is equal to 50. And suppose I want to pay after 3 months and I'm not aware, and I think market will go up. So $1 at that time, I think it will be something around 60 rupees. And that's why, because I want to pay after 3 months, so I want dollars. and I entered into a forward contract irrespective of the future rate. Suppose I'm thinking that the rate will go up, and so that's why today only I entered into forward contract with banks. Ki beta, banks give me dollars at rupees 55. Now today's price is irrelevant. I will pay tomorrow's price. Suppose if $1 is equal to 58 at that time, after 3 months, I will save rupees 3 because I will bought $1 at 55 only. And that is my luck part. And suppose if $1 comes down to rupees 54, so I will be in loss of rupee 1. But remember, by entering into forward contract, I minimize my risk. I minimized my risk. But very simple. I'm married to CA girl only. Why? Because suppose अपना नहीं चला practice, तो वो तो job करेगी. She will do the job. That is the minimization of risk. बहुत अच्छी ऐश्वर्या भी मिल सकती थी, but नहीं, अपने को CA चाहिए थी. Why? Because future purpose. That is a future contract. Remember, that is the example. So I minimized my risk by entering a marriage contract. And yes, मेरी wife भी CA है. So that helps me a lot कि suppose इधर का नहीं चला तो उधर का तो चलेगा, कुछ ना कुछ चलेगा, रोजी रोटी तो चलेगी मेरी. And that is more important. So how to minimize this risk is known as hedging. So there are two contracts. One, because I bought one plant, I bought one asset and I want to repay. Therefore, the reason is this is a hedging. But some people, they are doing it only for speculation. Speculation सट्टा लगाते हैं. Like share market में jump करो and we will sell it. Like Harshad Mehta. So that speculation is another purpose. So there are two purposes. One is hedging and second one, yes, ऐसा ही. I want $10,000. I want $10,000 after 3 months without having any reason. I just want to play in that currency. Suppose this $1, I entered into a contract of rupees 55. After 3 months, if spot rate after 3 months, if it is $1 is equal to 56, I will earn rupee 1. And suppose if spot rate is 52, I will lose rupees 3. So that is, I have not an asset with me. I bought this dollar and I cleared this transaction by canceling it or by paying it. I suppose if I entered with buy transaction, if I want to cancel it, I will cancel after 1 month by sale dollar after 2 months. I'm entering into a buy contract for 3 months on 1st January. And suppose if I want to, I don't want to enter into contract. So by contract, I want to cancel that contract on 1st of Feb. I will enter into a sale contract. I will enter into a sale contract of $1 lakh. Okay, so how to cancel the contract? If you are entering into a buy contract, you will enter it into a sale contract. Remember, this is the concept of buying and selling of dollars. So friends, yes, gold jewelry, Janki, you can say like this. So there are two purposes. Number one is you entered into a contract. Yes, write down forward exchange contract or another financial instruments. Why you entered? Not intended for trading or speculation purpose. Your purpose is of hedging. Genuine transaction. You want dollars because you want to pay to party. And second one is for speculation purpose. Accounting treatment is different for different purpose. For speculation purpose, it is different accounting treatment, and not speculation, hedging purpose, it has a different treatment. So there is a concept like hedging and speculation. Okay. Okay, so beta. Not intended for trading or speculation purpose. Not intended for trading or speculation purpose. Premium or discount. Now, what is premium or discount that I'm going to tell you? Write down it in three parts. One is premium or discount. One is recognizing profit and loss account, exchange difference. So here premium or discount, I will explain you. Amortize as expenses or income over the life of the contract. Exchange difference, you will debit it to profit and loss account. And cancellation or renewal is also recognized as income or expenses for the period. Write down. Stock exchange will decide the forward rate and future rate. So this is not in our hand. It is in because of demand and supply. It is always there. How share prices are decided by stock exchange. They have some their numericals, their calculations. So we are going to solve illustration number 4 now. Yes, have you done? If it is not for speculation purpose, and if it is for speculation purpose, premium or discount is ignored. Now, what is the concept that I'm going to explain you? Contract value, mark it to balance sheet date, and gain or loss, definitely it will be recognized in P&L. Yes. So please complete this chart. On this, we have illustration number 5. So illustration number 4 and illustration number 5. For speculation purpose, we have illustration number 5. And for non-speculation purpose, we have illustration number 4. Write down over. After completing this chart, I'm waiting for you. This is concept number 5. So this is concept number 5, in which you are writing forward exchange contract, the meaning of forward exchange contract. And remember, there are two types. One is for hedging and second one is for speculation. So hedging and speculation, hedging is to minimize risk. Here you want real dollars because you are entered into a not fake transaction. Here the transaction is genuine transaction and it is only for minimizing the risk. And second one, it is for speculation purpose, that is for satta bajar. Yes, after writing this, please tell me over. It's very interesting beta actually. It is for speculation purpose or whether it is for hedging purpose. Once again, hedging is to minimize the risk. You entered into a genuine transaction over here. And suppose if it is for speculation purpose, it is only for satta bajar. You want to earn money. Yes, Aditi is saying over from Punjab. Ashima and Krishang. Done, sir. Done. So beta come to illustration number 4. After this, come to illustration number 4. I hope you are enjoying this concept also. Now we are at the end of this chapter, this accounting standard. It's very easy. And day after tomorrow, we will enjoy one accounting standard which is very easy in your syllabus. This is accounting standard number 12. Very, very easy standard. So S12. Okay, remaining students, have you done? I'm waiting for you. Please tell me fast. Have you done with the concept? Forward exchange contract, I'm waiting for you. Okay. Yes, Vijeta, thank you. Completed, Lalita. Okay. Yes, Purnima, no, this is confusing, but I'm going to take some problems. Sometimes concepts are difficult to understand, but it is very easy by applying illustrations. Remember, so don't worry, beta, just complete it and I will tell you exactly what is the concept. So let's start with illustration number 4. Just wait for this some time. Yes. Now here. Now let's understand. So who is telling that, sir, it's so complicated? Purnimraj. Yes, beta. Purnima. So Purnima, let's start with illustration number 4. Rao Limited purchased a plant. Purchased a plant for US dollar 1 lakh. So beta, Rao Limited purchased a plant with US dollar of rupees 1 lakh. Sorry, US dollar of 1 lakh, not rupees. So this plant is hedging or not, or speculation. अरे प्लांट परचेस किया ना बेटा, तो फिर इट इज हेजिंग कॉन्ट्रैक्ट और हाँ, so that is only the thing I'm asking you. So this is a hedging contract. He has not entered directly in forward contract by any reason. So here clearly it is given that he purchased a plant on 1st Feb, correct? Payable after 3 months. So 1st Feb, tell me what is the rate after 3 months? We don't know, but what is the date after 3 months? March, April, May. Company entered into a forward contract. So here he entered into a forward contract to buy $1 because they want to pay after 3 months $1 lakh, 49.5. And today's rate, this is a spot rate. This is a spot rate. And 49.15 is the forward rate. This is a forward rate which is known today only. You know it is today's rate only because you will pay after 3 months, but rate is decided today only. बेटा याद रखना कि ये रेट जो है ना वो 3 months के बाद वाला रेट है, पर आज ही आपको पता है वो रेट क्या है. फिर 3 महीने के बाद क्या रेट है, वी आर नॉट कंसर्न फॉर दैट रेट. 3 महीने के बाद क्या रेट चलेगा, वी आर नॉट कंसर्न फॉर दैट रेट. So remember, after 3 months, whatever the spot rate, we are not concerned for that, but we are going to pay by 49.15 only because we entered into a forward contract. So if you are getting 48.85 rate today, and if you are getting forward rate 49.15, this exchange difference, you are not concerned about the spot rate after 3 months. So write down here, spot rate after 3 months, we are not concerned. We are not concerned for spot rate after 3 months. Write down this. Yes. Now Shivani is easy. So here, beta, here Concept is very easy. Because I bought a plant and therefore I'm in need of $1 lakh, and this contract is a hedging contract. I enter for some specific purpose to pay dollars after 3 months. तो मैं कोई इरादे से आया हूं कि मुझे $1 लाख चाहिए, सट्टा खेलने के लिए नहीं चाहिए. I want this $1 lakh क्योंकि मुझे उसकी जरूरत होगी after 3 months. I hope you are clear with the concept. So write down solution. देखो पहले समझ लो. Now there are 3 dates: transaction date, balance sheet date, and settlement date. Remember, here we are important 1st Feb, 31st March, and 30th April. Remember, spot rate is 48.85. Forward rate means after 3 months ka rate is 49.15. Here spot rate is not given, so question mark. And spot rate is not given, question mark, and this spot rate are not important. We are here, remember, I'm getting $1 today at 48.85, and after 3 months I'm buying that dollar by entering into a forward contract by 49.15. Still I'm in loss. Kitna loss hai? Take a difference. Loss of rupees 0.3. So 0.3 is my loss. For how many months, beta? 3 months. Now my balance sheet date is 31st March. So 2 months ka period. So this is a 30,000 loss. 30,000 because I enter for $1 lakh. So I'm incurring 30,000 loss, and that loss I will divide it in 2 months for up to balance sheet date in current period, and in next period I will consider only for April month. April month. Remember here, you are not concerned with spot rate of 31st March and you are not concerned with 30th April. याद रखना, आज ही मुझे मेरा लॉस पूरा पता है. आज ही मुझे मेरा लॉस पूरा पता है. I am aware of my loss that I am going to incur 30,000 loss. This is not speculation. This is hedging. In which, remember, here I am aware about my loss. Spot rate and forward rate. Today only on 1st Feb I can decide what is my loss, because I am not concerned for spot rate. Balance sheet and settlement date rates are not important at all. I am important my rates only transaction date rate and a forward rate, and which will be known on 1st of February only. मुझे 1 फरवरी को ही पता होगा कि मेरा रेट ऑफ एक्सचेंज कितना है. Remember, so these concepts might be thoda sa difficult slightly, but if you understand what is hedging and what is speculation, it is very easy. Rates are decided on transaction date only. Okay, so divide this. What is the amount? 20,000 in current period and 10,000 in next period. So this is the speculation, nahi hedging. This is hedging. Okay, so hedging, why it is hedging? Because I entered for $1 lakh. I want to pay to that plant supplier. वो प्लांट जिससे खरीदा उसको पेमेंट करने के लिए $1 lakh चाहिए, and that's why it is hedging. And in hedging, balance sheet date rate and settlement date rate are not important. At the beginning of the contract only, you are aware of your loss. So premium or discount. Now come to your chart. Now you understood premium or discount. It is amortized. You can see. Yes, I will show you. Amortize as expense or income over a life of contract. So you divided it in 3 months. Exchange difference, where to adjust in P&L. And suppose if you are canceling the contract, even that loss of profit will be recorded. Okay, so they don't ask you the question of cancellation. They will ask you only this loss or profit. It's very easy, and hedging you completed. I hope now you are clear with the concept. But I already told you, if it is a plant purchase, it is hedging. Now in illustration number 5, it is speculation. So how to identify? Because our first line itself shows you that this is a plant you purchase. So plant you purchase. Okay. So loss. If video is not clear, please improve your video quality. Sometimes, yes, on from my side, थोड़ा सा uploading speed is low, 4 to 5 Mbps. But beta, please improve your video quality. Beta, Triveni. Okay. So now I understood what is hedging. So I will see now illustration number 5. Come to illustration number 5. Mr. A bought a forward contract for 3 months. For 3 months. Okay. Acha, someone is asking, Prakash is asking, beta, why we have divided February and March. There are 2 months and April is only 1 month. So we have divided in the ratio of Feb to March and March to April. It's so simple. You clear with the concept? Okay. So 2 months and 1 month. That is only the reason. Okay. नो प्रॉब्लम. ठीक है प्रकाश, आई होप यू आर क्लियर विद द 2 महीना 1 महीना. भाई मार्च फरवरी मार्च, ये मुंबई से है, फरवरी मार्च ये 2 महीना होगा तेरा लास्ट ईयर में, एंड अप्रैल महीना होगा तेरा एक ये इसमें. तो इतना सिंपल है बेटा. Mr. A bought forward a contract for 3 months of US dollar 1 lakh. Now it is without having any reason. He entered into a forward contract without any reason. He has not bought any plant. He entered into a forward contract. So this is a speculation. Not for buying plant. Buying any reason, asset, वगैरह. He entered into a contract. Now, $1 lakh, 1st December rate is 1, when he entered into a contract, $1 US is equal to 47.10. Okay, so no, this is a forward rate. This is a forward rate. And spot rate is 47.02. On 31st December, when he closed his books, that was the rate as on 31st of December, 47.15. And on 31st Jan, he decided to sell the contract. Why? Because he wants to buy, and sell means he decided to sell. So buying and selling, here contract gets cancelled. Contract gets cancelled. How? Because he bought 3 months ka contract and now he sold this contract for 47.18. So he will not wait up to 3 months. He will calculate the profit or loss on 31st of Jan only. So December, balance sheet date is 31st December, and actually contract is getting cancelled on, fulfilled on, contract is cancelling on 31st of Jan, but contract, if continues, it will be settled on 1st of Jan, 1st of Feb and 1st of March. So beta, it will be fulfilled on up to 1st of March. But we are not waiting up to 1st of March because we entered into a sale transaction. So बेटा हमने परचेज भी किया था एंड हमने सेल भी किया. सो परचेज किया, उस टाइम पे रेट अलग था, सेल कर दिया कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, तो सेल कर दिया तो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट गेट्स कैंसल्ड. इट्स वेरी इजी. ओके, now how to present the answer? Yes, write down solution number 5, transaction date. Remember, so now please concentrate on the slide only. Transaction date, balance sheet date and cancellation date. Transaction date is 1st December, balance sheet date is 31st December and cancellation date is 31st Jan. Please write down all rates properly. What is the spot rate? 47.02. You are aware of the spot rate. What is the spot rate on 31st of December? 31st of December, it is 47.15. And what is the spot rate? Not given. Therefore, it has a question mark. What is the forward rate? Forward rate is 47.10. And what is the forward rate, we will assume on balance sheet it is the same rate, because on 31st December forward rate is not given, which ICAI should give. ICAI has given you 31st December ka spot rate. It is confusing. Huh? I'm telling you, 31st December ka spot rate is given, but 31st December ka forward rate is not given. And we will assume it is the same forward rate which was on the transaction date. And what is the sale rate? It is a 47.18. Remember, now let's understand it very carefully. Spot rate is of no use. It is a speculation transaction. If it is hedging, then it is important. If it is hedging, we have taken a difference between 47.02 and 47.10 directly. But in speculation, this rate is not important. Spot rate is not important. Many students are not aware of this concept. So that's why I have marked it as spot rate and forward rate. Spot rate, it is again is of no use. Any spot rate is of no use. Now you will consider directly difference, because assuming on 31st of December, we have to make it to market. But we will assume forward rate is not given in the question. So it will be a same rate, that is 47.10. So first entry on balance sheet date, it is of 0. And after that, you will pass entry 47.18 is a sale rate, and bought rate is 47.10. Means I bought $1 at 47.10 and I sold it for 47.18. So therefore, I am in the profit of 0.08. And that profit I will recognize it in the next year, because in the current year I don't have any profit. Already we will assume it is the same rate. So what is important in this? Remember, spot rate are not important. Here spot rates are not important, but forward rates ka difference. So speculation mein you will directly calculate forward rate difference. But in hedging, you will calculate spot rate of transaction and forward rate on transaction, and difference you will take. My diagrams will make it very clear. So for speculation, forward rates are important. What is the forward rate and sale rate, actual selling rate? So here settlement date is important. So remember, in speculation, you can write settlement date is important, and on hedging date, you can write, on hedging side, you can write transaction date is important. So remember, selling rate is important. This rate, 47.18. And you will compare it with the forward rate 47.10. And on 31st of March, as we are not aware of the forward rate, so we have not calculated any profit or loss on 31st of December on balance sheet date. On balance sheet date, we don't have any information except spot rate, but spot rate is of no use. Spot rate is of no use. Remember. Okay, Anirudh. Anirudh says, sir, I understood the concept now. Okay. So you have to mark your balance sheet. So I will tell you what is exactly mark to market balance sheet. Yes, first understand and then write this. Okay, beta, when you entered into contract, 1st December, and you will settle it after 31st March. Assume 3 months. Huh? So 1st December, so January, February, March. So your contract will get over on 1st of March. बीच में यहाँ पे कौन सा rate is important? Here forward rate is important, correct? So suppose $1 is equal to rupees 55. This is a forward rate. Huh? Spot rate is of no use. Suppose spot rate 50 is of no use. So this is 3 months forward contract. Now here is year ending date 31st December. Now on here year ending December, here $1 is equal to 52. This is of no use. But suppose here you have $1 is equal to 56. And this is a forward rate for how many months? No, it is of 2 months now. 31st December to 1st March. So this is of 2 months. And now you can compare this 3 months ka forward, because both settlement on 1st of March. You got the concept. So 1st December, it is of 3 months forward contract. And on 31st December, it is of 2 months forward contract, which has a clear-cut settlement on 1st of March. So you will not compare spot rates, but you will compare forward rates. For 1st December of how many months? 3 months. And of 31st December for how many months? 2 months. But this information is lacking in our question. इन आवर क्वेश्चन इट इज नॉट मेंशन. मैं वापस एक बार हिंदी में बताता हूं. 1 दिसंबर को 3 महीने खत्म होते हैं 1 मार्च को, तो आप फॉरवर्ड एंट्री करोगे 3 मंथ्स का, 3 मंथ्स का फॉरवर्ड रेट. और 31 दिसंबर का जो होगा तो आप स्पॉट रेट नहीं कंसीडर करोगे भाई, आप स्पॉट रेट नहीं कंसीडर करोगे, यू विल कंसीडर फॉरवर्ड रेट ऑफ 2 मंथ्स. यदि 31 दिसंबर का सेटलमेंट 1 मार्च को होगा, your settlement of 31st December will be on 1st March only for 2 months ka forward rate. So here 3 months ka rate you will compare with 2 months ka, and here the difference you will charge. It is mark to market. इसको क्या बोलते हैं? बैलेंस शीट को. दिस इज अ मार्केट रेट. फर्स्ट $1 $1 is equal to 56 for 2 months. दोनों का सेटलमेंट डेट सेम होना चाहिए. दोनों का सेटलमेंट मतलब 1 दिसंबर का कितने मंथ्स का होगा? 3 months का, एंड 31 दिसंबर का कितने मंथ्स का होगा? 2 months का. दैट इज द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ स्पेकुलेशन. तो स्पेकुलेशन में कौन सा रेट इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है? spot rate. Once again in English, 1st December you will consider it for 3 months because settlement is up on 1st March, and for 31st December also you will consider for 2 months, only 2 months now, because your settlement you want on 1st March. You won't consider any spot rate. Remember, you won't consider any spot rate of 1st December, 31st December, and remember on 1st March. Yes, so definitely settlement date ka spot rate will be considered. Here in this question we are cancelling the contract, otherwise we have to see the rate as on 1st March. What is the spot rate? Because this is a speculation. So spot rate, कौन सा spot rate important है? Spot rate of speculation के लिए spot rate of settlement. But here we are cancelling the contract, and therefore we are not considered the spot rate as on 1st of March because we cancel it on 31st of Jan only. बहुत बढ़िया concept है. I hope you liked it, and now you are clear with the concept. Okay. So tell me whether you are getting this. Someone is telling, sir, this was confusing. Shivani, now tell me whether it's still confusing now or whether it's easy. Or suppose if you don't understand also this session, you can watch it afterwards also. So get it very clear. It's very easy. I explain you in detail what is the hedging and what is the speculation. I hope you are clear with the concept. Yes, tell me fast whether you are getting it or not yet. I explained it in English also and Hindi also. I know this is a this is a financial management concept. Normally I teach this concept in CA final. What is the forward contract and what is the exchange and what all these things. This is for a chart accounting subject. It is slightly difficult as I teach financial management. So I aware of this concept. What is forward rate, and I'm telling you in accounting, in financial instrument, in CA final, full accounting is getting changed. So here, whatever you studied, you have to definitely pura ka pura bhul jana hai. This is the different concept at CA final level in Indes, in financial instruments. Beta, I already explained you, Kunal Gupta ji, speculation hai ya non-speculation hai. Read first line. If it is for plant purchase, then it is non-speculation, that is hedging. And if it directly enter into forward contract without having any asset, it is the speculation. Yes, here Lalita, there is they have not mentioned it. Normally it is not given. Beta, normally I'm telling you, 100% I'm telling you, normally Lalita, spot rate, forward rate is different, but ICAI has not given any information, and that's why we will assume balance sheet date 31st December rate is same. Actually in practical life it is different, remember, but as information, there is no information of the forward rate as on 31st December, so we will assume it is same as on 31st December. But yes, in practical life, it is totally different. On 31st December, rate will be different. On for every Thursday, there is a rolling settlement. That is in your practical life, you are going to understand. So don't think about all these things, how to settle these forward contracts and what is option and what is future, that you are going to understand it in the CA final. So don't worry, just try to understand this concept, what is a forward contract and what is the futures, and what is spot rate and what is forward rate, what is speculation and what is hedging. Hedging means there is to minimize the risk. You bought one asset and you want dollars and you want to pay to your supplier, and speculation is only satta that you are going to play. So that is only for settlement purpose. So that in speculation, settlement date is important. In hedging, transaction date is important. Remember these two parts. Sonu, please see now, because I have to cover many topics. So please beta, please see my lecture once again. It's very easy. Spot rate and forward rate. Afterwards, suppose if you're not getting this concept also, watch my lecture afterwards. You will understand each and everything. Remember, for hedging, spot rate and transaction date rate. Transaction date is important. Spot rate and forward rate on transaction date. And you will divide it over 3 months. In current period it is 2 months, and in next period it is 1 month. That was the problem. And in hedge speculation purpose, spot rate is of no use. I have given that spot rate is of no use, forward rate is useful, and forward rate was on 31st of December. We are not aware, so we'll assume it is same, but in normally it is different forward rate. Okay. Okay. Last part of the standard, foreign operations. So this is also important in branch accounting. This is also important in branch accounting. Remember. Have you written this? Better written. So write down a solution number 5 fast. Solution number 5, 2 minutes you have. Better don't get confused in forward rate and all, because this is very technical terms and this is logical also. Spot rate means current rate and forward rate is future rate. After 3 months, what you have to pay? And think it logically. Sometimes you have to apply your own mind. What sir is explaining, because I remember no one is explaining me in my CA course in so much. No one was explaining, but we understood some concepts by reading our books. But here we are there to give you all knowledge, but still you are not getting this. Why? Because you are not focusing on your study. You are not applying your mind. You don't think logically, and that is only the reason. That is only the reason you are not getting these concepts. These are very easy concepts. In first instance only you should get clear. उसके लिए बहुत मेहनत की जरूरत नहीं है, दिमाग की जरूरत है. It is not a question of hard work. It is only for concept clarity, बेटा. इतना easy करके दिया है. I am giving you spot rate is of no use. Still you are not understanding. किधर तो आपका दिमाग काम नहीं कर रहा है. Beta, 8,000 profit will not be divided in 3 months. 2:1. This here we will record at the end only, because forward rate. Remember, forward, if this is a speculation, we are not going to divide it on 2 months and 1 month basis. For hedging only we will divide it. कानपुर से बेटा श्रुति वो सिर्फ 2:1 में डिवाइड नहीं करना है बेटा, 1:1 ratio में. We will, because forward rates are same on 31st of December. So there is no loss or profit. Whatever loss or profit you will incur directly in the next year on 31st of Jan. So this 8,000 profit you will record it in January month. Correct? Otherwise you can draw diagram like this. Here it is 0 and here it is 8,000. Draw like this. In current year 0 and in next year 8,000. Actually ICAI should mention the forward rate on 31st of December. So write down in 2 parts, 0 and 8,000. 8,000 or 80,000? 80,000. Sorry, this is 80,000. 8,000, eh? Point. Okay, so this is 0.08 beta. Yes, 0.08. In PPT, I made a mistake. It is a 0.08. Correct. 0.08 into, yes, it is 8,000. Yes. How to present the answer is given in ICAI study material. Now, ICAI has not mentioned. I know this concept is not given very clearly in ICAI study material. Okay. So you can see ICAI is given directly premium 0.08 into 1,08,000. But this 8,000 will be recorded in the next year. And we will assume forward rate on 31st of December is similar to 1st of December. Yes, that we have to assume only. So this is not given very clearly in ICAI material. I know that. Okay, so let's start with foreign operation now. So I will stop all your questions now and I will start with foreign operation. Now let's start with the concept number 6, foreign operation. So write down foreign operation concept number 6. If you have any query related to this, please ask me on YouTube channel comment section. I will answer your comments. Please, now don't waste time. And if you have any query after uploading lecture on YouTube, you can ask me questions on YouTube comment section. Okay. So here now what is foreign operation? Better now this concept you will need it in the branch account. So let it be very clear that I'm not going to explain you this concept in branch accounting once again. Here only I will clear the concept of foreign operation. So foreign operation basically divided operation. What do you mean by operation? It is not like doctor ka operation. Operation here, it means your subsidiary. Subsidiary means in which you have 50% or more investment. Then it is your associate, significant influence. Then you have joint venture. Both companies come together as one venture. And last one is a branch. So branch, maybe I'm going to explain you the same concept, but I'm not going to repeat it in the branch accounting. So make it sure you are getting this concept here only. Foreign operation. So what do you mean by operation? It is subsidiary, it is associate, it is joint venture, it is branch. And this branches or subsidiary is in foreign country. These operations, where they are doing this operation, their activities, operation means activities run by them in the foreign country, and as these are your subsidiary, associate, or you may call it as their child, you are parent, so you want to merge their books in your books. So parent will merge their child book into parent books, and this why, because they are running in the foreign country, they are running their business in the foreign country, and that's why their financial statements must get converted into your currency after calculation of their financial statement. So you will convert their balance sheet and profit and loss account in Indian rupees. Suppose if I have a branch at US. Now this branch financial statements are in dollars. But to show it to my shareholders, I will merge my profit and branch profit together, and consolidation, I will do consolidation, and that consolidation needs, yes, what it needs conversion of their dollar into rupees. And this conversion we will need again S11 at what rate, and this conversion is called as foreign operations conversion. So write down this: the activities of which are best in a country other than country of reporting enterprise. Okay. Yes, Prakash, I'm going to take whole accounts due to students' demand. But I think some students are wasting my time because you have to grasp some concept very quickly. You are CS students, you are not BCom students. And think afterwards also, because you are getting 1 day time to work on it. So solve it again and again, solve it again and again. And still if you think it's difficult, then you can ask me. Some students, otherwise 90% students, they are getting it and I answer your all questions. Yes, but you have to apply your mind. Why forward rate? What is spot rate? Because it's very difficult to explain it in 2.5 hours. And we have some targets to complete it. It's not like our private class कि चलो चलता रहेगा और लास्ट में मेन चीजें छोड़ दी. I don't want to do these things कि चलो हंगामा किया, मजा किया. These are ICAI classes. So we have time limit also, and all faculties are very professional. You know, 7 o'clock means 7 o'clock को start हो जाता है. Okay. So sometimes you may find it's difficult, some concepts, but after watching this session again and again, 1 to 2 times, you'll understand it. हाँ, sir ने बोला था transaction rate, spot rate, forward rate. It's very easy. And yes, definitely, you have to understand all concepts in detail. That's why you joined these classes. But I also have some limitations. Okay, so completed beta. Now these foreign operations are divided in 2 parts. One is integral and second one is non-integral. Now this is very easy concept. Now this is very easy concept. IFO and NIFO. IFO, NIFO. IFO, IFO, NIFO. Now integral, try to understand, integral means it is just extension. It is just extension, means you are only behaving as head office, you are only working branch, you are giving only instructions to the branch. You don't have, you are not giving any authority to branch. They will collect on behalf of you all money and they will send it to you. You will decide the supplier. You will decide the, yes, customer, they will decide. You will decide the finance also. But this is what is extension. So integral is just extension. So you can say, in my example, at my home, I am only the person who is, my wife has all controlling authorities and I have to work for her. I have to pay all money, which is I'm getting from the institute, that 500 rupees per month. And that I will give to my wife and she will do all activities. So this is like very simple. I do not have any power. I have to work only on behalf of my wife. This is the integral operation. I hope you are clear with the concept. Suppose if I am getting some independence from my wife, that she is telling, no, you can take your own decision. You take a finance, you teach where you want. In that case, I don't have to take any permission. It is non-integral foreign operation. So non-integral foreign operation, it is not an extension, but it is the independent activity. So if you carry your business as an extension, you have to take a decision of head office only at all point of time, parent company. In that case, it is integral. Example, sale of goods. Yes, beta Ashima, act like supervisor. And non-integral is independent. Don't write examples. Okay, you understood it. Don't write example. It's very easy. It carries business as extension. And second one, it is integral foreign, non-integral foreign operation means independent. You can say non-integral is independent. लोग बोलेंगे यार वाइफ को बदनाम करके रख दिया ये इंसान ने. ओके बेटा, दिस इज ओनली फॉर एग्जाम्पल पर्पस. मेरी वाइफ बहुत अच्छी है, बहुत केयर लेती है. कभी किसी ने सुना दिया लेक्चर तो मेरा डिवोर्स हो जाएगा पक्का. ओके, Chalo. So next concept. If it is integral, yes, it is extension of the business. Okay. Written. Now, what are indicators that you are, don't write this, it is given in the study material. So afterwards, yes, please take a screenshot and skip some lines and you can write it afterwards. So don't waste my time. It is a control on operation. So I already explained you, it is a control on operation, and branch is behaving like independent branch. Transactions with reporting enterprise. Transaction with reporting enterprise, it's not high in proportion. Means reporting enterprise in India and foreign branches in USA. So they have not very selling of goods and buying of goods by branch only. So here transaction with reporting enterprise is not in high proportion of foreign operation activities, because you are giving some independence to your branches. Independent finance raise, so branch will take their own finance. They are not depending on head office. Foreign operations sale, yes, they have sale in their currency. They will decide all foreign exchange market rates. They have their separate rates. For example, in Apple in India, we have a different price. Apple in USA, it has a different price. If you convert it into Indian rupee, the different prices you have. Sometimes it is very cheap in the USA. Okay, so as you are aware of this. Okay, next one. Expenses by foreign operation paid in local currency. So remember, their foreign operations, whatever operations means, their activities they are carrying on in their own currency. It's in US dollar currency. Independent cash flow they have. They are getting their independence. Means if they are getting some independence, they are non-integral. Remember, yet these indicators they may ask you in the exam. And selling price is also not decided by India. It is not affected by our changes in exchange rate. Remember, it is so our exchange rate gets affected. Our exchange rate, suppose due to some crisis, in that case, if exchange rate gets affected, in that case, definitely their currency, their selling price will not going to affect. So they have all independence in simple language. Okay, so these are some independence. And active sales market, they have their active sales market also. So these are indicators. Please take a screenshot of this and afterwards please write it. Please write it afterwards. So foreign operations, indications, yes, over. So skip 10 to 12 lines for these indicators. In exam, in theory question, you may get this question. In theory, indicators. Now, very important, exchange difference. In case of integral operation, it will be considered in the profit and loss account, where it will get considered in profit and loss account. And now here monetary and non-monetary is very important. Now integral, why it is in profit and loss account, I'm telling you the logic at the end. So why it is considered in the profit and loss account and why it is not considered in any other account. Items and exchange rate, because students are not aware about the logic why it is considered in the profit and loss account. They know it is written in the profit and loss account. I will tell you the logic why it is not written, it is given in the any other account. So nominal account, suppose now why there is a difference, because they have their dollar currency. So their financial statements are in dollar. So nominal accounts means income and expenses. All income and expenses in the trial balance, you will convert it in your rupees currency. So dollar, you will convert it into rupees. But now the question is, sir, at what rate? Because rates are fluctuating. Opening balance sheet date rate is different, closing balance sheet date is a different, and therefore nominal accounts, you won't consider opening, you will not, don't consider closing, you will consider average rate. So you will consider average rate. Okay, yes, definitely beta. So nominal accounts, you will consider average. Monetary items, monetary item means cash, debtors, creditors. You will consider closing rate. You will consider monetary. Why? Because monetary, I already explained you this integral foreign operation. Monetary items in previous questions also, in part number 1 also, we consider it at closing rate. And non-monetary items like fixed assets, shares, except stock, we will consider as on date of purchase or date of issue. So when we bought the asset, that rate we will consider. You got the concept? So date of transaction, when I bought the asset, at that time rate was 40 rupees. So I will consider, while multiplying, I convert it into dollar into rupees. At that time I will consider date of purchase. So better, this is very important. Remember, stock is also non-monetary, but stock you will consider closing rate. For stock you will consider closing rate, and opening stock you will consider opening rate. So here date of purchase is not considered, non-monetary items. And exchange difference is always adjusted in profit and loss account. Exchange difference is always adjusted in profit and loss account. Okay. So write down this integral foreign operation. This is very important. Write down. Today we will extend the lecture up 10 to 15 minutes because I have to cover this. Translation of integral foreign operation. And on this you have illustration number 6 and 7. I am giving you 1 day time to solve these illustrations. So day after tomorrow I will take the illustration number 7. Just try to understand the concept. Nominal accounts I will take it at average rate. Monetary items I will multiply by closing rate, and non-monetary items I will multiply or divide it by date of purchase or date of issue. So date of purchase or date of issue. So very easy. Illustration number 6 and 7 are based on this, and you have to solve illustration number 6 and 7 in the homework. Okay, so nominal accounts average rate, monetary items closing rate, and non-monetary items at date of purchase or issue rate. Beta over. Janki, yes, it is a separate entity, non-integral foreign operation. Stock at closing rate. So you will understand it by solving illustration number 7. It's very easy. You just apply average rate, closing rate, just convert it into rupees, or I think it is in euros it is given, and you have to convert it into rupees. So you have to multiply it. Pounds may given. Okay. Non-integral, now remember, non-integral nominal accounts. One, exchange difference is adjusted in foreign currency translation reserve. Here the name is different. It is not FCMI TDA. It is a foreign currency translation reserve. So integral you will adjust it in P&L, and in non-integral you will adjust it in FCTR. Now what is the logic? I will tell you. Average rate for monetary it is closing, but it is for non-monetary also closing. So where is the difference? Where is the difference for non-integral foreign operation? Here monetary and monetary is at closing in both. Nominal accounts are both average, but for non-monetary, in integral it is date of purchase or date of issue, but here it is closing rate. So difference is in non-monetary items. Difference is in non-monetary items. Here non-monetary items closing rate, and in integral non-monetary items date of purchase or date of issue. So that is the difference. So foreign currency translation reserve. What is the full form of FCTR? FCTR is a foreign currency translation reserve. Okay. So foreign currency translation reserve. Remember this two parts. Where is the difference? In non-monetary items. Non-monetary items, here it is closing rate, and in integral it is date of purchase, and difference. Now your trial balance is not going to tally because you are not applying all same rates. You are applying average rate, you are applying closing rate, you are applying again closing rate. In there it is date of purchase rate. So your trial balance after conversion. So जब आप डॉलर से रुपीज में कन्वर्ट करोगे, your trial balance will not agree, and that exchange difference you will consider as a part of P&L after conversion. Their trial balance in dollar will get tally, but after conversion whether it is going to tally, no my dear friends, it is not going to tally. And that difference you will consider. In case of integral, it is in profit and loss account. But in case of non-integral, it is in FCTR account, foreign currency translation reserve. Okay. So now what is the difference? Now listen it carefully. Why it is in P&L? Because it is in module, it is not mentioned. Why it is not in P&L and FCTR? What is the logic? Remember, suppose, if integral operation, it is extension, correct? So their profit you can consider as your profit, correct? So whatever exchange difference arises, you can say it is my own profit or loss, and therefore it is adjusted in P&L, and you can give dividend out of these profits because it is just extension. But suppose if you created, suppose their entity is different and your entity is different, they are running on their own terms and you are running on your own terms, in that case there you are showing it only for consolidation purpose, but their profit is different from your profits, and therefore whatever exchange difference you will adjust it in the FCTR account, and this foreign currency translation reserve is not available for dividend purpose, and therefore it is adjusted not in profit and loss account. If it is adjusted in P&L, dividend can be paid out of this. Means it will affect your dividend decision. And if it is adjusted in FCTR, your dividend decision will not get affected. That is the logic behind it. So it is just extension. Suppose if my beta Daksh, he is earning money at the age of 12 only. Assume if he earnings money at the age of 12 and he gives full money in my hand, in that case whatever he earned will be transferred to me. But suppose if Daksh is independent, suppose वो यूएस में रहने गया at the age of 15 और उसने उधर अपना घर बना लिया बिना मुझे पूछे, चलो 15 ईयर में शादी कर ली, assume allowed in USA, and he has own sansar over there, he is not giving any money to me. In that case, though we have a relation, but his earnings are different, my earnings are different, in that case we can't merge our earnings. Suppose if there any exchange difference arises, it will be adjusted in FCTR account. So you can't pay dividend out of this. Remember, this is not given in study material, but you have to apply your mind why it is in P&L and why it is in FCTR. तो P&L क्यों भाई, आपकी ही एंटिटी है, एक्सटेंशन है आपका, आप ही का है पूरा पैसा. सो एक्सचेंज डिफरेंस P&L में लो, डिविडेंड डिसीजन में विल अफेक्ट दिस. बट इफ एडजस्टेड इन फॉरेन करेंसी ट्रांसलेशन रिजर्व, इट्स अ सेपरेट रिजर्व, सो यहां पे इट विल नॉट अफेक्टेड your dividend. You can't pay dividend out of this reserves, and their entities are different. So that is the basic logic behind it. I hope you are clear with the concept. Okay, stock is also at closing rate na beta, stock is also at closing rate. Someone is asking, sir, non-monetary item, it is at closing rate only. It's so simple. Okay, so beta, suppose this is the last part. If you want to, abhi man ban gaya, pehle aapka integral tha, now it becomes non-integral. If there is a change in the classification, if there is a change integral to non-integral, where you adjusted the difference in integral, P&L, and now I want to adjust it in the FCTR. But for FCTR, I will need, now I will not continue with the date of purchase, I will continue with the closing rate. So here, remember, on date of classification, here you will adjust the difference in FCTR, but prospectively. Previously, please forget it. Whatever exchange difference arises on reclassification on date of reclassification. See, date of reclassification, you will adjust it in the FCTR account. Where to adjust this? In FCTR account. So on date of reclassification, it is adjusted in reclassification. It is adjusted in FCTR, and suppose it is non-integral to integral. Non-integral means where you adjusted the difference, FCTR. Now you will transfer it to profit and loss. But now you won't go back for date of purchase, because you need date of purchase for integral. Now you are at integral. So date of purchase, we can't move back to date of purchase. In that case, when you are changing your classification, that will be considered as date of purchase. So here date of purchase of past is not important. Date of purchase when date of change will be called as historical rate. But in non-integral, you already have FCTR balance. That FCTR balance you can't use. You will keep it as it is up to your selling of that branch. So you can't use that FCTR. It will get continued, because non-integral you have already balance in FCTR. That will be continued until disposal of the operation. So it is very simple. Let's think it logically. Write it by taking a screenshot. Just think it. Integral to non-integral. Integral means where you adjusted the difference, P&L. Non-integral means you are going to adjust it in FCTR in future. Correct hai? So in FCTR, when to consider FCTR? From the date of reclassification. It is very easy, integral to non-integral. But problem is that non-integral to integral, because non-integral you already have FCTR, and now you will change it to date of purchase. Closing rate is not important, because now date of purchase is important. Whether you will move back to date of purchase, no. So here you will consider date of change as the date of historical rate, because you want to record your non-monetary asset at date of purchase, but you can't move back. So here you will consider date of change as the date historical cost, and balance in FCTR, it will continue up to disposal of your entity. जब तक कंपनी बंद उसको बेचता नहीं है, it will continue in the books of accounts, in the financial statements. Okay, sir. So this is the, yes, take a screenshot of this. It may be asked in the exam, and think it logically. मैं वापस एक बार आपको बताता हूँ हिंदी में. इंटीग्रल टू नॉन इंटीग्रल गए हैं. इंटीग्रल मतलब आपने P&L में एडजस्ट किया है. नॉन इंटीग्रल मतलब फ्यूचर में आप FCTR में एडजस्ट करोगे. तो यहाँ पे जो डेट ऑफ क्लोजिंग रेट पे आप मल्टीप्लाई करोगे, एंड डेट ऑफ रिक्लासिफिकेशन के आगे आप जाओगे FCTR. तो इसमें कोई सवाल ही नहीं बनता. इट इज वेरी इजी. बट सपोज इफ इट इज नॉन इंटीग्रल टू इंटीग्रल, मतलब ऑलरेडी FCTR में बैलेंस है, एंड इंटीग्रल मतलब P&L में जाओगे. पर प्रॉब्लम ये है, यहाँ पे डेट ऑफ परचेज आप पीछे तो नहीं जा सकते हो. तो जिस दिन आपने चेंज किया ना क्लासिफिकेशन, उस दिन का ही रेट ले लेने का फॉर नॉन मॉनिटरी एसेट्स. फॉर नॉन मॉनिटरी, मॉनिटरी तो क्लोजिंग पे ही दिखने वाला है. एंड जो एक्सचेंज डिफरेंस FCTR में है, क्योंकि आप पहले नॉन इंटीग्रल में थे, तो FCTR में जो बैलेंस है आपका, वो डिस्पोजल डेट तक कंटिन्यू करने वाले हो. डिस्पोजल डेट तक कंटिन्यू करोगे. सो दिस इज व्हाट is given in the foreign operation. Better last part is disclosure. That is, you can read it at home. Disclosure is very easy. तो वो आप घर पे पढ़ लेना, because disclosure इतना एग्जाम में नहीं आएगा. So here we have completed. Take a screenshot of this also afterwards. So you have to write two things. One is indicator and one is classification. This is, both questions are favorite for theory question. So remember, these questions may be asked in the exam. When to consider the date. Okay, I hope you are clear with all concepts. Might be because we are running it from plus 2 days. Last session also we had on AS11 only, and today also we continued with AS11, and here we have completed all 3 parts. I will take a short revision of this all accounting standards का short मैं summary बना के देता हूँ, once in English and once in Hindi, so it will be very clear for you. So let's concentrate. I hope you enjoyed the session. You have 2 homeworks. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, I'm going to start with accounting standard 12. If possible, at least read accounting standard 12 once. It will be very easy for you. If you don't understand any concept, I will take it in the my session only. So don't worry, we are going to continue with the accounting standard 12 in the next session. And here some concepts, if you are missing, you are not understanding it, please watch it carefully afterwards and try to solve examples based on accounting standard 11, and even if you can try old CA final course questions also. So old study material questions, these are also important. So give it in the comment section whether you are getting it or not. And now we are starting with the revision. So revision once in English and once in Hindi. Okay, so start. Number one, we have foreign currency transactions. Okay, so foreign currency transaction, normally exchange difference arises because of transaction date, because of balance sheet date, and settlement date. Now whatever difference, we adjust it in the profit and loss account. If it is a loss in case of buying, when to incur loss, think on it. Suppose if dollar gets increased, so it's in case of buy, you have to pay more afterwards, and that difference will be adjusted in the profit and loss account. And if you are selling it and your dollar goes up, it will be your profit, because you will receive more. That difference, we adjust it in the profit and loss account. Difference will be taken from the transaction date up to balance sheet date, and from balance sheet date up to settlement date. But there is one exception under para 46A, which says if asset is depreciable asset, the difference will be adjusted in the asset account. And if it is, suppose if it is not depreciable asset or other than depreciable asset, it will be adjusted in FCMI TD account. This is accounting standard 11, concept number 1. That is part 1, not 1, concept 1. This is a part 1. Now part number 2 is that there are two types of transaction. One is hedging and second one is speculation. Hedging means you bought one plant and machinery and you want to pay to your supplier. So here you will consider date of transaction, spot rate important, and forward rate on date of transaction. Here after the transaction date means balance sheet date rate and your settlement date rates are not important, but whatever profit you earn means the difference between transaction spot rate and transaction forward rate, it will be divided over your balance sheet date period and your settlement date period. Remember, so we have to divide it. And for speculation, you never consider any spot rate except settlement date rate. Except settlement means transaction date spot rate is not important, balance sheet date spot rate is not important, but here you will mark it to balance sheet, mark it to market concept. Mark to market concept means you will consider transaction date forward transaction for 3 months, and you will compare balance sheet transaction for 2 months forward rate. 2 months का forward on balance sheet will be compared with balance sheet for transaction date का 3 months, and that is mark to market, and then afterward you will compare with the settlement rate. So here you will consider 2 times profit or loss. One is on balance sheet date, but while comparing on balance sheet you will consider only forward rate and not a spot rate, and on settlement date you will consider that balance sheet forward rate and settlement rate spot rate. You got the concept? And last one it is foreign operation. So foreign operation basically 4 parts. One is joint venture, one is associate, one is subsidiary, and last one is branch. Operations, now there are, if suppose it is an extension, it is integral, and if it is independent, it is non-integral. So there are 8 conditions which are given for non-integral. You can identify it as a non-integral. And after that, whatever difference between integral, because you will convert your branch financial statement into head office financial statement, whatever difference you are incurring, it will be adjusted through profit and loss account, because it is an extension, so their profit will consider as your profit. But if it is independent, it will be considered under FCTR. So it is not FCMITDA, it is FCTR, foreign currency translation reserve, and it is not available for dividend, remember. Suppose if you want to change your integral operation to non-integral, you will definitely up to in integral you adjusted it in profit and loss account, but on the date of reclassification the balance will be gets accumulated on FCTR account. And suppose if it is not non-integral to integral, now you can't move back to your date of purchase, so here date of change will be considered as historical date, and here whatever balance in the FCTR will get continue up to the disposal of operation. So this is what is accounting standard 11. Once again in Hindi. ओके सो पूरा सेशन में अभी हिंदी में एक बार पूरा रिवाइज करके देता हूं, तो बेटा समझ लीजिए अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड 11 ये 3 पार्ट्स में बैठा था. पहला था फॉरेन करेंसी ट्रांजैक्शन, दूसरा था आपका फॉरवर्ड को एक्सचेंज कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स, और तीसरा था आपका फॉरेन ऑपरेशन. सो फॉरवर्ड एक्सचेंज कॉन्ट्रैक्ट जो होता है, समझ लीजिए फॉरवर्ड एक्सचेंज कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में हमने देखा था वॉट एवर द सॉरी नॉट फॉरवर्ड एक्सचेंज कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, फॉरेन एक्सचेंज ट्रांजैक्शन. तो फॉरवर्ड एक्सचेंज ट्रांजैक्शन जो पार्ट 1 में था, आपको याद रखना कि जो भी डिफरेंस होगा दैट विल बी एडजस्टेड, ये P&L में एडजस्ट होता है. और इतना आपको याद रखना था कि जो भी पैरा 46A अप्लाई करने के बाद जो एक्सचेंज डिफरेंस होगा, बिकॉज बाइंग रेट, सेटलमेंट रेट एंड बैलेंस शीट डेट रेट्स आर डिफरेंट, तो उसके वजह से ये डिफरेंट होने की वजह से जो भी ट्रांजैक्शन में डिफरेंस आएगा एक्सचेंज डिफरेंस में, यदि पैरा 46A से जाते हो तो एसेट में हम लोग ऐड करेंगे, और यदि ये पैरा 46A से अदर्स के लिए जाते तो FCMI TDA अकाउंट करते हैं, और वो डेफर्ड ओवर आपको पीरियड ऑफ जितना भी लाइफ बाकी है रीपेमेंट का, उसमें हम लोग डेफर करते हैं, ताकि आपके P&L के ऊपर बहुत ज्यादा हिट ना हो, एक ही साल में आपका लॉस ना दिखे। फिर हमने देखा था फॉरवर्ड एक्सचेंज कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, उसके हमने दो पार्ट्स में डिवाइड किया था, एक हेजिंग था और एक स्पेकुलेशन था। हेजिंग मतलब आप जानबूझ के ऐसा कुछ नहीं कर रहे हो, आप जेन्युइन ट्रांजैक्शन में आप परचेस करते हो प्लांट एंड मशीनरी, और उसके लिए आपको डॉलर्स की जरूरत है। जब डॉलर्स की जरूरत है तो आपके पास एक होगा, आप जिस दिन आप एंटर करने वाले उस दिन का स्पॉट रेट, और आप एंटर हुए फॉरवर्ड कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में, तो वो फॉरवर्ड कॉन्ट्रैक्ट का 3 मंथ्स का उसी दिन का रेट ट्रांजैक्शन डेट पे आप डिसाइड कर लोगे कि मेरा फॉरवर्ड रेट क्या होगा, और वो दोनों डिफरेंस आपको स्टार्टिंग से ही पता होगा, मेरा प्रॉफिट कितना है, प्रॉफिट लॉस कितना है, ये आपको स्टार्टिंग से पता होगा, और ये आप डिवाइड करोगे बैलेंस शीट डेट तक के पीरियड में और सेटलमेंट डेट तक के पीरियड में 2:1। इधर आपके लिए बैलेंस शीट का रेट और सेटलमेंट का रेट बिल्कुल भी इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है, पर एग्जैक्टली स्पेकुलेशन में उल्टा होता है। ट्रांजैक्शन डेट का स्पॉट रेट से आप कुछ मायने नहीं रखते हो, यहां पे आप फॉरवर्ड रेट से मायने रखते हो, और यहां पे सेटलमेंट का स्पॉट रेट इंपॉर्टेंट होता है, यहां पे बैलेंस शीट का भी रेट इंपॉर्टेंट होता है, पर बैलेंस शीट का स्पॉट रेट नहीं इंपॉर्टेंट होता है, बैलेंस शीट का फॉरवर्ड रेट, जो यदि आपका 3 महीने का ट्रांजैक्शन है तो आपको 3 महीने का फॉरवर्ड रेट, और बैलेंस शीट 1 महीने के बाद बन रही है तो बैलेंस शीट का 2 महीने का फॉरवर्ड रेट, इसका कंपैरिजन होगा, फिर आप फॉरवर्ड रेट ऑफ बैलेंस शीट के रेट पे आओगे और उसको बाद में कंपेयर करोगे सेटलमेंट रेट के साथ। तो सोच के देखना, बहुत आसान है फॉरवर्ड रेट जो बैलेंस आपका स्पेकुलेशन का होता है, और कैसे समझ में आएगा, यदि क्वेश्चन में प्लांट एंड मशीनरी दिया है तो वो हेजिंग होगा, और यदि एंटर इनटू फॉरवर्ड कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है तो वो डायरेक्टली स्पेकुलेशन होगा। और इसके बाद हमने देखा था इंटीग्रल और नॉन इंटीग्रल। इंटीग्रल बेटा आपकी ही एक्सटेंशन होती है, इंडिपेंडेंट नहीं होती है, तो इसीलिए उनका जो एक्सचेंज डिफरेंस है आप P&L में एडजस्ट करते हो, और नॉन इंटीग्रल ये इंडिपेंडेंट होता है। तो जब आप फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट कन्वर्ट करते हो डॉलर से आपके रिपोर्टिंग करेंसी में, मतलब यूएस में ब्रांच है और इंडिया में आपका हेड ऑफिस है, तो वो केस में आप इंडिया के करेंसी में ब्रांच का फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट कन्वर्ट करते हो, डेफिनेटली जो भी डिफरेंस आएगा वो इंटीग्रल होगा तो P&L में आएगा, और नॉन इंटीग्रल होगा तो वो FCTR में। P&L में इसलिए होगा कि डिविडेंड उसमें से आपका जो है उसके ऊपर अफेक्ट हो सकता नहीं है, और यहाँ पे डिविडेंड देना ही नहीं है FCTR में से, तो ये उसका रीजन होगा। बनाने वाले ने बहुत खूबसूरत बनाया है। अभी समझ लेते हैं कि ये तो ठीक है। उसके बाद हमने देखा था 3, इसमें इंटीग्रल में मॉनिटरी, नॉन मॉनिटरी एंड आपका नॉमिनल अकाउंट्स। नॉमिनल अकाउंट्स आप एवरेज रेट से मल्टीप्लाई करते हो, मॉनिटरी आप क्लोजिंग रेट से मल्टीप्लाई करते हो, नॉन मॉनिटरी ये डेट ऑफ परचेस से जाता है। सो दोनों में डिफरेंस सिर्फ नॉन मॉनिटरी में है, और इधर क्लोजिंग रेट पे, नॉन इंटीग्रल में क्लोजिंग रेट पे होता है, और इंटीग्रल में आपका डेट ऑफ परचेस से होता है। पर अभी आपको सपोज क्लासिफिकेशन चेंज करना है तो आप जा सकते हो इंटीग्रल टू नॉन इंटीग्रल आते हो, पर उस टाइम पे आपको याद रखना डेट ऑफ रिक्लासिफिकेशन जो है, जिस दिन आपने ये चेंज किया उस दिन से बैलेंस FCTR में जाना चालू करेगा। ये बहुत सिंपल है। प्रॉब्लम क्या पे आएगा कि आप सपोज नॉन इंटीग्रल टू इंटीग्रल में हो तो पीछे डेट ऑफ परचेस पे वापस जाना नहीं है, जिस दिन आपने क्लासिफिकेशन चेंज किया वहां ही वही डेट आप डेट ऑफ परचेस करके पकड़ के चलना, तो आपको पीछे एसेट पे जाना नहीं है। और यहां पे जो भी FCTR में, क्योंकि नॉन इंटीग्रल का बैलेंस FCTR में था, वो आपका खत्म नहीं होगा जब तक आप आपकी एंटिटी बेचते नहीं हो। सो ये था नॉन इंटीग्रल टू इंटीग्रल। आई होप यू आर क्लियर विद द कॉन्सेप्ट। जो भी कमेंट्स होंगे और जो भी डिफिकल्टीज आपको होगी, प्लीज प्लीज आप मुझे बता सकते हो, और आप यूट्यूब कमेंट सेक्शन में भी आपकी क्वेरीज पूछ सकते हो, एंड डेफिनेटली जितने बच्चों को हो सकता है मैं उनको रिप्लाई दे पाऊंगा। सो थैंक यू फॉर दिस सेशन एंड आई एंजॉयड। ओनली आई वांट एवरीवन प्लीज अप्लाई योर बेसिक mind ki how to calculate forward rate, and these are questions are very easy and you will get definitely 5 out of 5 marks in accounting standard 11. So this is all from my side, so I'm waiting for your comments if you have any problem. Yes, Shivendra, thank you. Kirtana, thank you. Vaishnavi, once again. वैष्णवी प्लीज प्लीज, आई विल कंप्लीट इट बेटा, डोंट फोर्स मी। एक दिन में एक स्टैंडर्ड तो होना ही चाहिए, अदरवाइज इफ आई टेक स्पीड then also you think nahi sir we are not getting it, I'm not taking speed also, then also you are worried about syllabus. So daily my target one standard for one day, and wherever I think I need some extra classes I will definitely take care, otherwise I will give you recorded sessions, so don't worry. Yes, cash flow statement, Mayurjan, we are going to start, don't worry. Yes. So once again, thank you and bye bye. This is 10 o'clock. And today's session was again one rocking session. And you have homework at home. Illustration number 7 and 6. Thank you.